The 5 queens, Hannah, Betty, Violet, Braga, and Dee, standing alone in the checkerboard ballroom. The revelation having occurred to them that they, in fact, were the ones to bring back Arius, the old god of chaos, the old god of the gray, the old god of the in-between, back into the realm. They had successfully slain the 5 protectors of the Fellowship. Gramps the Grey, Leon Redreed the Gold, Tom Wells Shandy the Friend, Ryder the Lost King, and Finley the Ruddy. Now with those 5 out of the way, there is nothing stopping Arius from taking control of the entire realm, the worlds, and all of it itself. In fact, our queens do not know what is happening in Palisade right now, but perhaps they will find out soon. Our 5 queens stand as they begin to talk about what has just happened.
We're the best. We're great. We're so good. We
We didn't kill like half of them, right? Like that's kind of bullshit to put that on us.
I killed the golden one.
Yeah, we didn't kill the king. The puppet master guy killed the king. You tried to save Hannah.
Yes.
He killed the king.
Yes.
You killed the golden one. That's like it. We didn't kill Tom well.
No.
You know,
and Finley, it was not Finley.
Yeah. For the first time ever, I will own the fact that we are so good at what we're supposed to do. We were supposed to get him into the world, and we did. We're so fucking good, you guys.
Like,
I'm so proud of us.
What are we supposed to do? Just let Palisades die in the past? Like, that's just not a thing we can do.
I think, we actively tried to not let the Lost King get killed, and that did not work out for us. And then we knew all the clues. We figured it out pretty much before this day even came. But he put us in this situation. He's evil. We shouldn't blame ourselves for the plan he put together.
But we can blame ourselves for thinking we could change it. Do you know what I mean? By actively trying not to do the things, we did them.
But again, we're supposed to just let cities burn and crumble to dust? We're supposed to just let Cascasaria fall to Madam, what's her name?
If it means not sparking the actual end of the world, probably.
We're the Rat Queens, Hannah. We can't just sit by and let shitty things happen to people we love, and have people ask us for help and then not help them. That's just who we are, and sometimes we fuck it up.
Well, I love Ryder, and how's that going to work out for me?
We had to try to save Ryder, and we did. We had to try, and we did. It sucks. It sucks.
Look, didn't... Braga, Arius talked to you and said something about fate, didn't they?
They did, and so did Krona. And so did whoever else was talking to me in my dreams when we had people we knew from our past say things to us. They said that free will is the things that fate is the things we have to do, and free will is just how we choose to get there.
Then were we just fated to do this all along? We just didn't have any control?
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
We could have killed ourselves.
There's got to be a way to
ended Palisade.
I agree. There has to be a way.
There has to be a way to stop
reject
this.
the idea that there is only one fate and we just have to go for it. I reject it. I reject it completely.
Well,
that's stupid.
I know one thing. We're not going to solve anything by staying stuck in this labyrinth. So why don't we move into the room of He Who Should Not Be Named, and we kill the crap out of him, get out of this thing, and we'll figure out what we can do to stop Arius.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start that first poll, so please get active in the chat. And I did forget to mention earlier, unfortunately, Eliza is feeling ill tonight, and she is sadly not joining us. So yes, I will be playing D for tonight. So send her your love, send her your well wishes. We wish her well, and we miss her and love her. And
love
yes,
you.
get active in the chat and vote in tonight's poll, because this next room depends on you.
Should we get there slower?
But maybe we should just debate things more before we head to the other.
Let's do an arm wrestling competition.
You're an idiot.
Hey, I was joking. I was trying for levity.
This is funny. This whole thing that we're doing is hilarious. You know what's hilarious? You're thinking that this is going to end any other way than it's going to.
Hannah, we're all really upset, but we're not yelling at each other.
I'm not yelling. I'm just speaking loudly.
It's the same thing. Well, if you could please know that we're upset about Ryder too. And we're sorry.
It's not just about Ryder.
We've all lost people. We've accidentally killed like 5 people. This is no way that we're all
only
cool with
killed
this.
2.
I killed the golden one. Like just went.
Yeah, golden one and Finley we can take, but I if someone runs into your sword, like you didn't kill them, and like if this guy, like, I mean, why does Arius even need us? Apparently, they can just manipulate events, and so people just die. Apparently,
That is really weird, actually. If they could just come back by themselves, then why are we even involved?
Yeah, why do they need us? Why do they need to manipulate us? That's what I don't understand.
Huh.
I mean, if you could just do what you wanted, then do what you want. They clearly need us for a reason.
Maybe we have to meet Arius
Now-
and do something.
When I was in that observatory room and talking to the other god that knew Arius back in the day, the old school god, he said that they made a change to the prophecy. And the prophecy that we heard was different. So I don't know. I don't want to give up hope yet.
That's a good point. If a prophecy can change, then fate can change.
Yeah.
And then you're not tied to fate. There's something powerful in that.
Yeah.
That crazy-haired professor in that orange jumpsuit, he told us so much. That crazy guy.
I mean, look, we're dealing with a god of chaos. And if there's anything I know is that we're the most chaotic bitches in the universe. So, are we going to let something written down thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, whenever, define us? I'm not.
No, I'm not.
That's not what chaos does. Chaos says, no, screw that prophecy. We're going to do what we're going to do.
They just got a bunch of people killed.
We saved a lot of people along the way, and we can save more.
The amount of people we saved far outnumbers the people who died, I think.
I mean, we stopped Narigoth from coming down from the sky, and we saved Palisade. We saved Palisade in the past for a second time, and
We saved Stridus.
we saved your dad.
My
Saved
brother.
Sawyer.
We can do great things together,
Cascasaria.
but we have to believe in each other. We've got to stick together. We can't fall apart. You're gonna do this.
As long as the 5 of us are together,
We have
can
to
do
stick
this.
together. Remember? That's
Yeah.
what your guy said.
That's what
Yeah.
right. That's what Dee said to me.
You talk to yourself?
Your future self?
Yeah, that was who is sorry.
That's why you were acting incredibly strange.
Sorry, she said that she was dead. She was dead because we all were dead. And for some reason, she was the only one brought into this space. Everyone else, something horrible that she couldn't even explain happened to them. That, I guess, prevented them from going into any kind of afterlife. So I don't even want to think about that.
What else did she say?
Well, the reason why I was acting so weird is because she said, don't listen to what they say. And I thought something had happened to all of you. So that's why I was thinking, oh, well, maybe if I act differently, maybe that's the way out of here. But she was talking about herself. She was talking about these visions of you-know-who taking on people that we knew who died.
Arius is a they.
Could be them too.
Maybe she was saying, don't listen to Arius. Don't be defeated by Arius. Maybe she was saying we have a chance at this.
But also, like, didn't you all see visions of people you knew trying to, like, super neg you?
Yeah, I had D super negging me, who turned out to be Andre, him.
Wait, so did I make out with Arius?
No, you made out with Ryder. It just was... When a soul is gone, I guess they can be easily manipulated in this space.
Especially someone who has such a tie to us in this checkerboard.
But the reason why D died is because something happened. All 5 of us... If all 5 of us are together, there is some kind of way that we can stop Arius. That's what she said. So I'm going on that. But what happened was something happened to one of us. One of us died, so there were only 4 of us left. And because of that, we failed.
Who died?
She did. I can't remember. I don't think she said.
That's not very helpful.
Well, she didn't say because it's that paradox of, if we know who does, then we're going to overly protect them, but does that end up leading to their death or the death of another person?
Well, that's stupid. D, don't be so stupid when you come back next time.
Yeah, D.
Well, hopefully I won't come back next time if I die.
But if you do, I'm just saying, like, if you just give specific information and say this person dies at this moment, then we won't do that moment.
She brings up a
Instead
good
of making
point.
it vague. Why are you being so vague to yourself, D?
Yeah,
Wow,
future
I don't know.
D.
Maybe it's being in the Chaosium that didn't allow my future self to give specifics.
Wow.
No, that doesn't sound right.
But you know what?
Way to deflect, D.
The D we know and love is very wise, and she probably did it for a reason. And maybe there's something to that vagueness. Maybe there are things we didn't need to know.
Or maybe she was they, and she's like, don't listen to
It just
them.
feels like D could have been like, hey, tell Violet not to stab Acker. Like, that could have been a thing.
Yeah.
True. Yeah,
Maybe she wasn't
that would have
thinking
been
about it.
nice. That would have been definitely nice.
Yeah.
But maybe
I mean,
that was
yeah.
inevitable.
Instead of wasting time with, like, don't believe them, it could have been like, hey, don't stab anybody random.
This
Just
D
do that.
clearly lost connection to some part of the Council of Ds, so this D didn't have all the
Wait, there's
clarity.
a council of Ds?
Did I not tell you?
I feel like you told us about
maybe,
this.
I
There's
don't-
like the old D.
There's an ethereal me, there's
Yeah.
an older me, there's a me from a different timeline, and then there's me.
Is there a D in the Council of Ds that would go on a date with me?
I mean, that's not something we talked about. Mate,
Why don't we just hypothesize though? What do you think that could happen for her? I mean, I think Hannah needs a win. So you could think of somebody.
Maybe just say yes so she'll calm down a little bit.
I mean, sure, maybe my older self would like to just like get to know you better, or just spend time with you.
Older, wiser.
That's interesting.
Hmm,
That's interesting.
Mature woman.
Interesting. I might have to go into this council somehow.
Okay.
Become a god, I guess. That's the way in. That's the way in. Maybe if you kill Arius, you become Arius, and then you can.
Maybe I died trying just to be with D.
Oh, I love that. Nothing like a love story, really.
Treasure Love
Honestly,
Story.
I'm a
Sacrifice?
superhero, so like,
Sounds like a thing that would happen in one of your books, so.
But before we go in there, is everyone okay? I mean, besides the normal, we caused the end of the world.
oh that.
That's kind of the prominent thing for me right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of the forefront of my mind and my emotional state at the moment.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, I big time worried about that, and less worried about all my normal anxious worries, which are numerous. Yeah, but no, they're pretty much shoved down to the bottom. Betty,
Feel like we've done really crazy stuff before. We've beat up gods before. I'm gonna go back home. We're just gonna do it again. We'll be fine if we stay together.
Yeah.
The way I look at it is one of two things will happen. We just get through this because this is not our fate to die in this room with this idiot who has a Napoleon complex or something. Or one of us dies in this room, and that's what ends up bringing Death D to you. And so I just live in the comfort of the fact that it's one of us, not all of us. So the odds are one of us is only going to die. How can we help with that?
Thank you all so much for voting in the poll. That was an incredibly close poll. It was 26 to 27.
oh my goodness.
So we will see what lies beyond the door for you now.
Thunderdome.
So just for clarity, no one can die. None of us can die.
I think there's something about all 5 of us. I'm still trying to put it together. I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, there were 5 black thrones. There were 5 white thrones. There's
Wait.
something to do with the number 5.
I'm gonna make a roll to see if Braga can figure out what I think is happening, because I know Riley's figured it out, but I don't want to. I don't want to metagame, so I'm gonna see if my character can figure
I'm
this
gonna say
out.
roll me 2d6 plus. I'm gonna say heart.
Okay.
I'm just glad.
Yeah, I don't figure it out. That's a 5.
Let's see. Let's see what you have tokens wise. Hannah has 3 tokens. Violet has two tokens. Braga has 3 tokens. Betty has 4 tokens. There are 4 second chances.
Nice.
So
Wow.
Braga, if you'd like to use a second chance.
I think you should.
Okay. I'm not sure how to narratively go. I think I held on to something. No,
Because
I'm not.
Neither Laurie or Violet has a clue what's happening,
Okay.
so...
Okay, that's better. So that is an 8, and I can't use tokens now. So,
So
I'm an
you
8.
so you kind of know what's going on.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Wait. There were... No. Wait, this is me losing my train of thought. That's the failure.
Braga, you okay?
I'm a lost king.
I'm so...
Huh?
Take it back. Take me back a minute. Say it again.
I was the next in line for the throne of my tribe, my clan, and my brother tried to kill me to take over, and I left.
But a lost king already died. That
You're the mirror.
There's 5 of us. There's 5 of them. I'm a lost king. Is anyone?
Who's the friend? Who's the friend? Who's the friend? Are you the friend?
Betty's the friend. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but how?
Oh, but Betty's blonde.
She could be the golden one.
Still be the friend. I'm probably the golden one since I had Krona's golden magic in me.
The
What am I?
ruddy-
No, bitch.
Red hair, that's...
You're red hair.
I mean, that's me. I'm the ruddy.
Are you? I mean, she did kill the ruddy, so
I
I,
know
think we
I'm
should
blushing
take
all
that.
the time, but
I'm the ruddy. You are
so
What if
did
you're
they
the
do?
gray? Because you're like
You're
torn
the
between.
wizard.
You're torn between
the
your.
wizard.
but that doesn't mean I'm gray. Look at my skin, the pallor. Oh god, it is kind of gray, huh?
Maybe just your insides.
What are you saying?
I meant it more as like a personality thing. I didn't mean like a.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
like bam, 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 bam?
Yeah, you're like torn between your 2 sides and your demon and.
That
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense.
So,
It's a stretch.
But what does it mean? I mean, okay, sure, we all are a version of the ones that died, but what is that? We're still alive. We're kicking. We're good.
Right.
Wait!
Right.
What?
What?
When I was in the library of the Magical Army of United Religions headquarters, I found a book where the original, or one of the copies of the original prophecy had been torn out and put in that case file. On the next page, there was a drawing. There was 5 black shapes, 5 black, like, triangles or lines, and there were 5 white ones, and then there was a golden ring in the middle. If these 5 people that we killed, if these 5 guys, dudes, men that we killed were supposed to do something to stop Arius,
Maybe.
are you...
I'm saying that maybe we could become those 5 people instead of them.
I thought we were just killing dudes because sometimes they suck.
Well, that too, but that this time wasn't intentional.
So we have to take on what they were going to do? Is that what you're saying?
I think we have to become the Fellowship.
What?
Like of a ring?
I think so. There's some kind of ring involved.
We are we have friendship.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes.
We just have to find whoever this person is that has this ring, and hopefully they know their end of the prophecy. It seemed like all these other 5 people knew about a prophecy as well, so I'm guessing that this 6th person, whoever is like the gold, like not the golden one, but this ring person, is supposed to know what they're supposed to do.
Where the fuck is a ring? Where is there a ring? How does we don't come across a ring the entire time we've been doing all this, and now all of a sudden there's a fucking ring?
I mean, to
I'll
be
show you
fair,
a ring.
I mean, how often do you check people's hands to see if they're wearing rings? I mean, literally anyone we pass could have. Bobbit could have a ring, as far as we know.
Anyone
Bobbit,
could have a ring.
Bobbit in here. Do you have a ring, Bobbit?
Bobbit is not in here.
Where are you?
Fuck, we could have just had a ring this entire time.
To be fair, she said it was a drawing. It could have been a circle. Maybe it's a plate.
We can let's make a ring right now. Let's see what happens.
I'm 99% sure it is Fellowship of the Plate.
Plate, yeah, it's probably
The
plate.
golden plate.
Yeah.
Maybe the plate holds breakfast.
Friendship. No.
Eggy.
Don't say it.
Bakey, eggy.
No, don't
All right,
say it.
listen.
Ricky.
Okay,
All right,
listen.
yeah, but all in seriousness.
I think we can agree that it's worth a shot because it's better to try this and have it not work than just sit here in this. So
better
let's
than
go.
no plan.
Let's go kill No Name.
Yep.
Get out of this thing.
Yep.
And then go back to Palisade and stop the apocalypse.
Okay.
Yeah, he
And then we can
deserved
get some beer.
We deserve to murder somebody today. Let's go.
And we can visit up. Like I don't know, get some meat. Let's find our friend.
My only fear is that I'm gonna try to kill this person, and then it's gonna be another person. I just want to say that.
I'll help
Maybe
you.
we-
I'll guide your sword.
That's your only fear because I have like a list right now.
Yeah, we could just ask him something that only he would know or whatever. You know,
Okay.
one of those little tests.
Great. Okay.
What do we know that he knows?
We know about his childhood.
Childhood.
Where
Yeah.
he felt
Someone saw.
about the kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean? I thought you meant the guy with the ring. I'm like, why would we try to kill him? Okay,
no.
no,
I'm
sorry.
talking about-
I'm sorry.
There's too many moving parts.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you all
Let's do
ready?
it.
Ready.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm always ready.
I'd like to warm up my hands for magic.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Run together.
Ooh.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'd like to use 2 tokens if that adds a +1 to my future rolls of magic.
I will say it does.
Yes. So
Now you have a +1 to your skill rolls.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
You've used your
awesome.
hand warmers.
Maybe you should use those before. We go. I open the ding ding door. I'm tired of being in here.
Betty, as you approach the large gray door, it slowly just
Gray.
opens.
I'm the gray. I look this color.
It just
not about looks.
one door in this double-doored door
Double doors. Huh?
just creaks open.
I'm really tired of all this shit, and I literally just want to leave, and I don't care how we have to do it or who we have to murder. I'm done, and I just walk through.
She's really cute and she's feisty.
I'm gonna do my my battle cry thing that I have, and I'm gonna say, to our nameless friend who built this maze, the queens are here. It's your end of days. And then
Remind me
I
what
should
that
probably roll.
does?
Let me roll and see what happens first, because
Okay.
that might be a problem.
That was a good rhyme.
Yeah, I wish I would have waited until I rolled before I did it.
alright,
'Cause
it's
it
alright.
might be a total waste. Okay, so it's roll plus heart. I have 3 tokens. Okay, so that is a 7. I'm gonna use my 3 tokens to make it a 10.
Wonderful.
And what that does is I get 2 effects because of it. The first one is that everybody but me gets to take +1 forward for the next rolls, and my enemies feel fear and act accordingly, so they will avoid me, hide, or attack with fear-driven abandon to me, but nobody.
to you. Wonderful.
Pretty-
So everyone gets a
pretty
plus
nice.
Or they'll
one.
attack, like, even if they have allies, they'll attack, because they'll be so scared of me right now that they'll attack, like, whoever's next to them.
Love it.
Betty, you walk in,
Yep.
and inside this space, it's very, very dark. Where the checkerboard masquerade was bright, and there was lights, and there was this warm glow to it. You're in a very dark room with a very small light. You just see in the center of the room there is a simple wooden table with a candle on it and 2 chairs. One of them is empty, and one of them is being occupied.
Is it the chessboard table we saw before in our dreams?
Yes, it is.
Is
But
the
there's
candle
no pieces on there.
on?
The candle is on. The candle is lit.
It's on.
It's lit.
It's lit.
It is on.
Yes, you see on the table that there is a chessboard. There appears to be several dolls. There appear to be a sketchbook and a quill and a little pot of ink.
What do the dolls look like?
They just look like very standard dolls.
Okay, they're not like us.
The
or people
monarchs
that were
or-
in the- okay.
Since I charge in the room, I still standing by the door, and I just yell, "Stand up and fight! This is over. Stop messing with me and my friends. This is taking way too long. Way longer than I thought it was gonna take."
You see the figure whose back was to you sitting in the chair just stand up. And as they turn around, you see them raise their hands into the air. As the figure pulls back a cloak, and there standing before you is the Andreas Acker you recognize from the Quinceañera.
Do you recognize him?
Yes,
Do any of us remember what he looks like?
he was an older dwarf, a dwarven man. And now, where you had heard of him in his, you'd heard him you'd heard that Dee had talked to her, or Violet, or who talked to him in his childlike state? Dee?
I think Dee did.
Dee talked to him in his childlike state. He's a fully realized adult, and you notice that both of his eyes have been gouged out. And he just stands
What
there.
kind of stupid game is this?
Just because you look gross doesn't mean we're not going to kill you.
Please kill me.
No, it's not as fun when they want it to happen.
I have done something horrible.
Yeah, no shit.
Fully aware.
I let Arius and the Chaosium get a hold of my jealousy, insecurity, and fear, and I hurt people, I killed people. I hurt all of you. And I did the one thing that anyone in the Triad is not supposed to do. I helped bring on the end of the world. I have punished myself for it, but I know now that death is the only proper end to this, and it is the way for you out of here.
Where was all this clarity like 10 minutes ago when you made us kill our friends?
It happened because Dee talked to me.
Dee was talking to you this whole time.
You see him kind of point out, but it's not really at anyone. He just senses that she is in the room with you. He still cannot really pinpoint, as she has not spoken yet. Does not know that she's in this room.
Do you still have any power over this labyrinth?
The labyrinth and I are one, so I gave up my mortal form to create this hellish place. So once you kill me, it will all end. Those alive will be returned to where I took them.
Can you bring back the ones that you killed? You have the power to kill them. Can you bring them back?
You just see Andreas just kind of slump back into his chair as he puts his head in his hands and just starts to weep.
From what?
Is he crying blood?
You just hear his, like, you hear him start, like, it's all in his throat, like he's just crying from his voice.
My instinct right now is to end this. Can we end his suffering?
I don't want to make you do it in case you're right about your
Yes.
theory from earlier.
Thank
so
you.
I'm going to walk up to him, and with the like half axe that I have from when he melted my axe, 'cause I'm kind of salty about that. I walk up and I just kind of do like a quick, like across the, like a very like Thanos, just like done. Jesus. Not like brutally, just kind of like
Clean cut.
like almost no passion. Yeah. Roll plus guts.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
plus guts.
Yikes.
You're like, I thought you're looking at me like you wanted me to keep saying things. So I'm like, I feel like I've been really clear about what I'm doing.
I'm so sorry.
Nope, shut up. You don't get to say that.
Yeah, the dice really hates this guy. 'Cause that's a 14. So I'm going to use that smash move that I get on a 12 plus. So you choose something physical your opponent had, and they lose it, and I'm going to choose his head.
As you approach the table, he feels that you come near, and he just kind of sticks out a hand to you for a second.
I look at it.
Thank you. There is nothing I can say to undo what I've done, but thank you for...
I do it in the middle of his sentence.
Yes!
I made a promise this guy. I'm not letting him have his memory.
Savage!
No.
Savage!
And not even like brutal. I just he's talking and I just go foop. Sorry.
Savage!
You just
Yeah.
hear him mid-sentence, and yeah, it's just like the cleanest cut. Almost as if, Braga, almost as if that axe was made for this moment. That cut
Yeah.
is so clean and fast and precise. And within the instant of his head hitting the ground and just rolling, you start to feel the ground beneath you shake. You start to feel the ceiling above you. Although it looks like an endless pit of darkness above you, you start to hear that something is there as it starts to crumble.
All right, everyone hold hands. Gotta get through this together.
Yeah. I take Dee's hand.
As you all hold hands, you notice that in order to escape, this Chaosium has to break. As these larger pieces of stone and wall start to fall down towards you. The ground beneath you starts to crack. Violet and Braga, two large pieces come falling towards you.
This is the battle.
What do you do?
Just rocks.
It could have been a battle. It could
Just
have been a
some cool
surrender.
rocks.
Thanks, chat. I think I push the others out of the way, and that's my thing. I have to make sure they don't get hit by stuff.
Roll me 2d6. I'm going to say that's with quick think. Actually,
Well, what are you going to do? I just did a bunch of stuff, so do you want to do something first before
you can do that. No.
You're like, no, you can save people. Don't worry about it.
roll me 2d6
please.
plus canny.
Okay.
That's some
Ooh.
quick thinking.
Still
good.
not hot.
Oh, well,
no.
I'm going to use one more of those rerolls.
All right.
No.
The curse has been passed on.
That was my, you know what?
It's because you rolled so well.
Wasted
Goodbye.
all your good ones.
Bye.
Bad dice.
I mean, justice over here, man.
Because for the savage killing.
Yeah,
Savage.
You know what?
do
That's
what it
fair.
counts
That's
in.
okay. All right.
Wow.
That's only still an 8, and I can't use tokens, so I have to leave it at the 8. But it's better than Snake Eyes.
Much better.
Wowie.
Much
Ryan,
better.
remind me how many hit points you had
I
at
have
the end.
13 right now.
Wonderful. I have the right form. So you push Violet out of the way. Great. Because it was a mixed success, unfortunately, you are going to take affront of
Yeah, that's fair.
not only the chunk that was coming towards you, but the chunk that was also coming towards Violet.
Okay.
As you take... Rog, you take 5 points of damage as this large piece of
Sounds about right.
Jesus.
this large piece
of hematite.
of hematite comes down and just kind of pierces through your arm a bit, giving you a gnarly cut and a crush.
I've erased my hit points so many times that my sheet is actually starting to tear a hole from the
That's
erase.
amazing.
So I have 8 hit points now. Cool.
Violet, you get pushed out of the way, so you are safe.
Is anything covering her at the moment? Is she just got hit, but it's not laying on her.
She got hit. No, she's not.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was a mixed success. She just
Okay.
she got hit by the front of the rock and the
Okay.
stone. Nothing is pinning her down or crushing her.
Great.
Hey, D, is your magic back yet? Not for me. The light. Use the light to get us out of here.
Oh, okay, I'll try. In the meantime, Hannah and Betty, you start to feel the ground crack beneath you as it starts to split open as this crack appears underneath both of your feet, pulling your legs apart. What do you do?
I'd like to cast a levitation spell on all of us.
Yay.
Roll me 2d6
Please work.
plus
Please work.
skill.
Okay.
Skill.
Oh, fuck.
And you add a +1 to it too.
I do. And I'm going to use that +1.
And you get a +1
reroll.
for your magic roll.
I do, but that's still 4, 5, 6.
And then you got tokens?
How many?
You have
They don't let me today.
one token.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
your skill?
1.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so that's 2. That's 7. So it's a mixed
Yeah.
success, but still not quite. I want to do better. So I'm going to
Second
re-roll
chance.
that sucker
Wonderful.
and use...
With the second chance, I think we forgot to do it on your last roll, but make sure to, after you roll, to then narratively say
Yeah.
how at first you failed and then...
Oh, yeah.
But a little bit better. Oh, wait, yes, it did!
So describe to me at first how you failed and then you were able to successfully cast levitation.
I actually succeed in casting levitation only on myself. And the floor breaks open and poor little
I just watched Hannah go up in the sky. I'm like, thanks.
Well, and you start falling down until all of a sudden I go, oh, fuck. And then, superpower my my eyes turn, when the demon shows up, it turns black. That doesn't happen. They turn white instead.
I will let that, yes.
Yeah.
Narratively for mine, what happened was I tried to run, I fell, and when I fell, that's when I pushed Violet. So that's why I got hit still, because
Yeah.
I had fallen down.
Wow, just like that time in the whale. Flying's awesome. Let's go, guys.
So suddenly, Betty, Violet, Braga, and Dee find yourselves just now soaring above the ground. There are some rocks kind of coming towards you. However, in your levitating state, you're able to kind of dodge more easily as you fly around the crumbling
like Star Tours.
room around you. As Dee focuses, hearing that, yes, casting light is probably the best. Dee focuses her magic.
She gets a +1.
She does. That's a 6. Actually, wait. No, what are her stats?
She has pretty good
has a lot of
skill with
heart.
stats.
Oh, yeah, she has a lot of heart. It's a mixed success. Dee is not able to conjure the biggest ball of light. She's just able to conjure a nice, like, an orb that sits in the palm of her hands. As the 5 of you fly towards her, forming a little circle, as you slowly start to levitate upwards, as she holds this ball of light, that the closer you float together, the more protected you are from the stones and the collapsing chaosium around you.
This is kind of touching.
This would be cool if it wasn't just like the end of the world we just saw, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
this place sucked though.
So did he.
So what do
Who?
we...
Exactly.
So once we're out of here, I mean, where do you think we're going to end up?
Probably Palisade.
I hope Palisade, please. Please, please, please.
I hope you got off the boat, because boy, do I not
Oh
wanna
gosh,
get
if
on
we
that
get show up
boat.
on a boat, it's gonna suck so bad. We still have to wait to go home. Ugh.
I'm gonna get seasick.
I just hope everything's okay.
Of course.
I'm gonna guess it's not.
It's gonna be fine.
Maybe it hasn't started yet?
That's hopeful thinking.
It's one of those straggler apocalypses.
Yeah, maybe.
We won't know till we're there.
Yeah.
As you say that, the 5 of you keep ascending upwards until you suddenly start to feel yourselves flying faster, as if you started as like a gentle float. Suddenly you feel this force pulling you higher and higher, faster and faster, until you feel yourself essentially being like sucked out of something. Everything goes black, and then everything goes white as you open your eyes and you see nothing but a blinding light. As you keep trying to blink to adjust your eyes, the 5 of you find yourselves sitting on the dock of Palisade, near the Merchant Guild's warehouse.
Hey Hannah, this is where I met you. My eye's super hurt, guys. My eye's super hurt.
I'd shield her eyes. I never thought I would not be happy to see Palisade.
At least it's not a crater.
It's true.
As you say that, the 5 of you
It's
get
a crater.
It's a crater.
Yeah.
The 5 of you look around and you see that something has started. Almost these low gray clouds that almost look like tendrils sit hovering over the city, just creating this huge entire layer of that does not allow for any sunlight or moonlight. You don't know what time of day it is because this eerie gray cloud cover is so potent and thick that there is no telling what lies beyond.
Can I heal Riley? Braga?
You want to try and heal?
Yeah, I'm feeling drunk with power, and I think I can heal.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
You just cast Fireball on me instead.
It might happen.
Oh, please, God.
No.
Fireball, fireball. It was you. You're the one who's gonna die.
That's a 5.
With your heart?
Yeah.
Yep.
In a token?
How much more damage do I
I
take?
only have 1 token.
Oh, gosh. What are you sitting at? Nice 8? We're
Yeah.
going to see.
No,
Hannah,
No, do it. No, I want this. This is fun.
Reroll it, reroll it.
Yeah, we,
Guys.
for the record,
I just
Alright.
gotta try.
You're gonna reroll
All right.
it?
I don't mind
Okay.
failures. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I got it. I understand, but I just
This
can't.
is
Yeah,
your,
no, for
you have
sure.
no more second chances after this.
I'm not going to even re-roll it. It flew out and was a 1.
So
So
describe
it's
to
snake
me.
eyes.
Well, thank God for not re-rolling it. Thank you.
So did you re-roll
I
it?
no,
Yep.
She
technically,
re-rolled
I
it and gave
re-rolled
herself
it.
snake eyes.
Yes.
Well, no, it fell out. How it's meant to be snake eyes.
Yeah.
So describe to me how first you failed, and then you failed again.
I come over to Braga and I'm like,
Now you have killed me.
honey, I'm so sorry. You're so brave. And like, I just like close my eyes and like start using my like warm hands around.
No.
I'll say at first nothing happens, and
Exactly.
that's your first failure.
And then you catch
You
burning
feel
it.
You
Hannah
trust me.
grabbing your wound, and it's not feeling good.
Just trust me.
Why would I trust you? What are you doing?
And then instead, that's correct. I I cauterize the wound, but my hands are hot and it hurts.
You did not get a mixed success. You got another fail.
Well, it's not like I made it
failed
better.
and failed.
I know, yeah.
I didn't give you healing points, but okay. So as I'm holding the
How
wound,
much damage did you do to me, by the way?
Hold on, as I'm holding the wound, my
roll.
hands slip in more.
And they're hot. Like,
Yeah, and they start to singe Braga as you take. I'm gonna roll.
Jesus.
Braga, you take 3 more points of damage. This was your right. This was your right arm.
Are you almost dead?
You can no longer. Yeah, you have 5 points left.
Jesus.
You can no longer use your right arm in combat. You take a negative. You take a -1 to all guts rolls until
Yeah,
you're
of course I
fully
do.
healed.
You should try to heal her, please. I clean my hands off in the water.
Why did you do that?
I tried. I thought I could do it.
Super didn't
Listen,
help.
no matter what happens, everyone has to stand in front of Braga. We have to protect her at all costs.
Okay.
Wait, don't we have any more of those healing potions? Or did someone have a healing potion?
Anybody?
Didn't we get some?
I'm like too delirious of pain to respond right now.
Where's Bobbit? Where is Bobbit?
Yeah, where is Bobbit?
Yeah, where the hell?
Did we leave him in the chaos?
We saved him for nothing.
As you look around, you start to see actually other members from the other people from the Chaosium
Oh shit!
appear
How
around
many
you.
are left?
You see in the distance, you see Bobbit. You also see Minnie the Minotaur, Aridin the Storm.
Who were the
druid.
3 that we killed in the trolley problem?
By accident.
You killed
Ryazine,
Ryazine,
We-
Rhea
the-
J, and
Ray
Max,
J,
right?
and Max.
Sally.
Sorry, it doesn't bring my arm back again.
Can I look for Bobbit?
Yeah, roll me 2d6 plus canny. Dee's going to actually try and do something. She's going to try and because she's starting to feel that Dee starts to feel now that she's back in the real world. Her clerical powers are back. However, for some reason, this overhanging low cloud is doing something to her magic too. It's like her clerical ability. She's not able to communicate with the gods. She doesn't know why. All right. Dee got a mixed success.
Oh, no.
So Dee comes over and she heals you for 3 points.
All right,
so you
back to
start
8.
to feel
Cool.
you start to feel the wound start to close a bit. However, you're still unable to use that arm. She's healed the wound, but the pain and is almost she's stopped an infection, I should say.
Okay.
So other than that,
the infection from Hannah's dirty hands inside my wound.
Sally. So Sally. Guys, can you turn on the music a little bit?
Do I get a +1 still from your roll earlier?
You still get 1, yeah.
So that's a 10.
Wonderful. You find Bobbit so easily.
There you are. Thank you.
He is like almost you look across the way and almost the moment you look at him, he's just staring back directly at you. You see that he was about to turn and head back into Palisade, but there's something changed his mind and called to him as he turns around and starts to wave.
Come here, buddy. Come here, Bobbit.
As he hobbles over.
Hi.
Yes. Thank you. You got us out of whatever that place was.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you so much.
That comes at a small price, which is we're going to need you to heal Braga with your water if you can. She's really, really badly hurt.
But I got us out.
I didn't have any more water with me.
Oh,
When
can't
we
we go
left.
back? Can't we go back to your shop and fix her up a little bit, or?
I don't have a shop. You see, I have to travel all the way back to the spring. I have to
Oh,
fill
right,
up
the
my
story.
kettles.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I have
yeah,
to fill up
no
my
time,
bottles.
no time, Bob. Love you,
Bye.
sir, but no
Goodbye.
time,
Oh,
no time.
is that all? I could come with you. I might not be much help, but I really
No, I
cannot
think
do
you need to
much.
go get water.
Yeah,
Actually, you should go get water in case people need it here.
Bobbit,
Get as much of it as you can.
Bobbit, there's
because
something.
It's gonna get
something
real
bad's
dark.
gonna happen really soon to this town, and we're gonna need all the healing that we can get. I can really perceive that looking at this spooky cloud.
We saved your life, so make it worth it.
All right. Yes, I will say because you rolled a 10 that he is just also very convinced
He's
by
down.
you all. He's down. Yes, I will. I sense it too. Whatever these clouds are, they do not bring rain or water. I know that.
Time is money, Bobbit. Time
All right,
is money.
Bobbit, do you
Let's
have
that.
any family?
Why did I do that?
Bobbit, do you have any family?
No, it is just me.
See you
I had
later.
I had a wife. I had a wife. She died.
Bye.
And as the five
ask
of,
him more questions?
as the five of you start to walk away from Bobbit, you see he just stands there. We cut just to Bobbit, who standing there watches you all leave as you head back into Palisade. You see him close his eyes, then he opens them, and they almost become these fish-like eyes. As you see from behind his white hair and beard, these like fin ears appear, and he's actually a mystical nymph god of water, of the blessed water spring.
Backtrack.
And so you see him almost like disperse into, like almost just disappear into water as he heads back to his spring to collect more.
I think we saved the right person.
We don't know that, but we do.
Yeah.
So-
I feel way better about our trolley prop decision now.
Yeah,
You
me
didn't
too.
see that.
I know.
You didn't see that.
Out of character, I feel better about it.
I want to address the other people who came back with us.
You see, there's Minnie the
Minnie.
Minotaur. There is Aridin, Cole the Storm Sorcerer, and that's really who all you're seeing right now.
Listen, you two. We got to go save this town. Something bad is coming. You guys, if you want to fight, we welcome you. If you don't want to fight, you better get the hell out of here before everything starts hitting the fan.
You should be with people you love.
That's why I asked if you had family.
I got that.
What you see Minnie come forward. What do you mean? What do you mean? Is this?
You are a great warrior.
It-
And this is our battle. What we mean is that person that put us in that horrible hellhole has brought along the end times.
Oh goodness!
You fought
Yeah.
bravely, so you deserve to not do that anymore.
It's up to you though, but we're fighting gods over here. We're not messing around.
We're really cool.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you got two options. You can help fight a god, or you should go be the people you love.
But you're
Those
probably
are
going to
the
die
answers.
if you fight the god, just so you know.
There's no way for us to tell. We're just showing you all the options so that it's not on us in case something weird happens
Not on
to you.
us.
Yeah.
It's
Just-
completely your decision
We're-
what you do.
We
We are-
won't
ultimately.
think less of you.
We are only $200 away from having Greg the Centaur come back to Palisade
Greg!
and join our queens. And perhaps
Maybe they
a
just don't
fight.
want him to die, so.
Yeah, I know.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Listen,
Greg, the gray, ruddy friend.
Oh my god. He's like, I heard about
the
you guys.
king of the meat factory.
as Minnie looks at Aridin, they both look at each other, and Minnie looks back. I must say, I usually am one to run into a fight, but if you're really saying it's the end times, well then, forgive me for being selfish. I just want to go see my family one more time.
No one blames you.
Then go, Minnie.
Stop wasting our fucking time.
No, I just meant just go as fast as you can. I don't.
Okay.
Unless
we
you
don't
have
know
any
what's
healing
happening.
magic. If you have any healing magic, we could use you right now.
Do you have a potion?
No,
a
I'm just
potion?
a fighter.
All right, good
I
luck.
use
Yeah,
improvised weapons as well as my swords.
Okay, great.
You're useless.
Go find your family.
I thought you were cute.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm glad you all made it.
You
I'm
too.
glad we didn't have to fight each
You
other.
have us to thank. We saved your life.
She did
I'm
say
very
that. She literally
thankful,
said
and
thank you.
if there's a time where I can repay it, I definitely will.
You could right now. I know I said that we wouldn't care or feel bad, but
Dee
you
just like grabs you and puts her hand over your mouth, and Dee's just like, go, go be with your family.
She really is the gray.
Go. As Minnie kind of anxiously looks around and just kind of like, as she hurries off, kind of towards the northeast of Palisade.
And we're all overcompensating.
I'm like trying to wave, and I'm like wincing as I do it because it's my dominant arm. Okay. Just gonna nod a lot.
We'll
Just
be
gonna nod at you.
Aridin, you look over and you see that Aridin is standing there. His eyes have gone almost this complete white as he kind of is holding his staff to the air, trying to stop whatever these clouds are.
Oh.
Being a storm sorcerer himself, he is trying to manipulate the weather and trying to see if he has any kind of hold on this weather.
Oh. Should we help him do that?
He's gonna die trying.
Hey, buddy, this is god power stuff. I don't know that you can do anything. Are you okay?
Ah!
That good?
These aren't normal clouds.
Yeah, no, yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
It's the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Chaos god.
You gotta go too.
You can either help us fight or be with your family. That's going to be the running frame.
Ow! Why do I keep doing
I'm
it?
so sorry. What is it that you're doing that really hurts the most?
Moving my arm.
Yeah, while we're talking to this person, can I just rip off one of my sleeves and try to fashion her a little sling so she doesn't move it?
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Madison check, y'all.
Okay, 7, 8, 9, and then I'll use one of my tokens, which is a 10.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful.
And
So-
not make it worse.
Yes.
Yes, with the 10, you are able to fashion a very good sling. A sling that I will say grants you 2 health points, Braga.
Oh, thank you.
You still can't use that arm, but you're back up to 10.
No, I'm cool with that.
Because you're now resting it, and it's no longer moving in and out of place. Describe to me how you fashion this sling.
My grandfather, who made armor, also happened to make slings, and I looked at them and watched him growing up. So, you know what? It didn't take me long, but I ripped off my sleeve very quickly, and it's nice and snug around her. So that's what
Thank
I
you,
did.
sister. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Your arm is completely secure. It is not jostling. It is not
Good.
positioned weirdly. It is in a good,
Nice.
solid keep.
She, signed it.
Yeah. Kissed
Wait.
her. What?
Oh, my God. And then I just, start walking towards the Black Satyr. Because I remember what happened in that vision that I was shown by... they threatened Tizzy and Aralel at the exact same time. So I start just, without even saying a word, I start marching that way with my other arm and a weapon drawn as I start walking towards it.
The four of you just see Braga
No.
go.
I felt.
Stay together.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Let's go.
All right. Bye.
Fuck you!
No,
You're a
no,
coward!
no,
You're a
it's
coward!
No,
Yeah.
he's fine.
So he just grabs your mouth again and is just pulling you off.
She's overcompensating. She's really sad. We're so sorry about her. We don't
As
have
you
to
leave-
That guy's trying! He's actively trying!
Yeah,
As you leave Arid and Cole standing on the docks, he raises an arm to wave. And then something catches his eye and he looks down at his hand. And the hand that he had just raised to the sky, trying to command Arius's Gray himself, has started to become infected with the Gray. As he slowly
He's the
starts,
Gray now! We can use him now.
As he slowly starts to see
Bye.
his veins turn gray and this gray ooze seep up his skin. You see him nervously trying to use any kind of magic to stop the spread of this blight. But there is no use. We cut to Braga charging her way towards the center of Palisade, towards the Black Satyr.
Just tell us where you're going. Why are you going? What's happening?
I have to see if they're safe!
No one is.
What? Accurate.
For once, I'm right.
Does anyone want to look around as you're going through
Yeah,
town, or are you just
yeah,
headed
yeah,
straight
yeah,
there?
We got it.
I'm going to choose not to because I'm, single-minded.
I get it.
Can I do my true perception to true perceive the whole town?
Yes,
Or
roll
parts
me
of the town.
2d6 plus canny.
All right. This is actually my first roll of the day, so I still have that +1 from Braga earlier. Do I get to keep that?
Yes, you do.
Nice. Yikes. 5, 6. Was it canny?
It was canny.
6, 7, 8, 9. And I've got a token. 10.
Betty, you have 4 tokens, so
Nice.
yes, you use a token.
Yeah. 10.
Wonderful. Would you like to
Oh, right.
hear 3 things, or would you like to ask 3 questions?
I think I'd like to hear 3 things, but then also because I rolled a 10 plus, you guys all get +1 to rolls about perceiving stuff in town.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah,
Thank
because
you.
of Betty's now knowledge, you all get a +1 on your environment. Betty, as you look around, you notice that there are still people in Palisade. The town is not completely abandoned. You see that there's some people going about their business, walking through the streets, almost walking very quickly past you. You also notice that a lot of the doors and windows on stores and homes have been barred and boarded closed. So while there are people, they are very, as you pass this, like actually one gentleman kind of shoulder bumps you on your way as you quickly follow after Braga. He looks at you and he is immediately startled and terrified, and you see that he's holding a knife in his hand that he almost pulls on you. But seeing who you are, you hear his breath exhale as he continues to move quickly towards where he was headed originally.
I'll fuck that guy up right now.
What's going on?
Where's
Looks like something
Stanley?
has been happening for a while here.
Yes.
We don't know how long we've been gone.
Good point.
I'm still walking.
You also notice, as you head towards the Seder, you go past the town square. So Betty, while everyone else is focused on Braga and following Braga, because Braga has not told you where she is headed, you actually get a good look at the city hall, where the mayor's office is. And you see that his glass and the glass windows of his office are completely shattered and broken open.
Ugh.
And there is blood in the fountain of Palisade.
Oh, that was a good fountain. I hope that's wine. All right, let's keep going. Braga, we gotta stay together. Don't
Yeah.
be behind.
Then keep up.
We're working on it. We're actually trying.
Yeah, you're very tall, so like one of your strides is like 7 of mine.
I can carry you.
Oh, thanks. I guess flying was fun though. That was good. That was a good time.
Listen, Braga, where are you taking us?
The Black Satyr!
Okay.
I guess one of us having a destination is better than none of us not knowing what to
Honestly,
do.
that's true.
And just so we're walking and talking, did y'all notice that everything's super messed up here and there was like a blight and like City Hall was super like the windows were all cracked. There was like blood everywhere. There was probably a big fight that we missed.
Oh my god.
So just keep it in your brain. We get to Black Cedar. It
wish
might not
someone
be
could-
there or something.
Oh my god.
Hannah, as you're kind of towards the back, as Dee was the one who was cupping your mouth and pulling you away from Eridan, Dee actually kind of grabs your hand for a sec. As you keep walking, she just kind of pulls you back for a conversation.
What?
Is your magic okay?
I mean, yeah.
Your magic feels completely fine.
Yours isn't?
No. My magic comes from a connection to Narigoth,
Right.
and there is no connection.
Don't tell me he somehow killed Narigoth. Is that what you think?
I don't know. It's the line is dead. Unless I can establish a connection with Narigoth.
What if you try
I'm
to...
so sorry. I feel like I've become so. He took my clerical powers away in the Chaosium, and now we have Braga who has a broken arm, and I can only do so much.
Why are you sorry?
Because I feel like I was the one who started this.
How? Well, kinda. But also, like, okay.
There's a me in another place that once I put on the Mask of Narigoth, I became a god. I got god powers. And if I had god powers, I could at least do something and stop this right now.
If you had god powers, I wouldn't want to be friends with you. Which one would you prefer?
To be able to help you all.
You do. You're like the nicest of us all. And also the most real of us all. Then like the person who we all know how we stand with you of us all. Your healing power doesn't come from Narigoth. Your healing power comes from your love for us. I mean, it also comes from Narigoth, but you don't have to bestow us with that. You choose to.
You see Dee just, as you keep walking, Dee just kind of stands there. As she has these light tears in her eyes.
Listen, I really hope that it was me that died trying to save you. That'd be really cool. And you know I'm just like, kidding. I don't want to date you. I'm just probably still hung up on Sawyer a little bit.
Hannah, you're the family I've always wanted.
Me?
That's
That's
the
pathetic.
Rat Queens are the family that I found and I wanted. And I am going to remember that I don't need some god to heal you all. I can do that myself.
If I could get rid of my demon dad, sort of, kind of, and do real good magic, you can heal without Narika. That's what you always wanted.
Thanks, Hannah.
Sometimes I'm pretty cool. I don't.
You're cool all the
No,
time.
I'm cool, but like sometimes I'm not an asshole. Like cool, like top charts.
Yeah, you did kind of scream at a guy and give him the finger as I pulled you away.
What a
as he
badass!
was like,
How badass am I?
that's the end of the world, and he was trying to help.
I'm a fucking badass. I made him think twice. He's gonna know that 5 women saved this world.
Listen, we're gonna lose Braga here in a second.
Yeah,
if we don't.
stop crying.
Okay, I got it. Okay. As we cut to Braga, you are now in front of the Black Satyr, and you see that the windows have been boarded up with boards. So there is no way, you cannot look into this building. You don't know what's inside. You don't know what has happened.
What is happening? Braga, why are we here?
They threatened them.
Who did?
Arius and our friend back in the labyrinth.
Threatened who?
We had a friend.
The person we're not talking about.
Oh, that. Yeah. Funny. Being funny.
That's, when you said that you were being nagged by people in the past, I wasn't. I was face to face with him directly. And he told me the name of Tizzy. And he told me the name of Aralel, and he said I was too late to save them. And I don't want to believe that.
Well,
can someone open this goddamn door for me? Because I have a broken arm, and I'm not putting down my axe.
Fireball!
Well, don't do that.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
As you're doing it, I'm saying, well, don't do it that. They put it up for a reason.
Do I get plus 1?
You get your plus 1 still.
Hannah, we've already burned this one down like 3 times.
9, 10.
Wondrul.
That's
So
not what I
describe to
meant.
me how your
It's a really focused beam from like my hands to the way it goes, it like the fire spreads from the middle and goes outward, and by the time it hits the door jamb, the door has just disintegrated.
So you just disintegrate this door.
Yes.
Open tavern.
Awesome. Hannah beautifully disintegrates the door, and the fire does not hurt anybody else inside.
Awesome.
But now there's no door.
Yeah, I know.
I meant
Wow.
like knock.
Well, I mean, we
But-
could have.
but-
There's a door. There's a handle.
That might have been.
I don't know what you
Good
want.
job,
I
good
try
job,
to
Hannah.
help.
You didn't.
I walk up.
burn it
I
down.
walk up to the door. I look inside.
You look inside, and in there, at first, you don't see anyone.
I'm going in. Who has my back?
I'm coming.
of us.
And I'm walking in front of you because this is ridiculous. So I'm just going to walk in front.
And my hands are hot, so I want someone come at me. Come at me. I got it.
As I enter, I go, "Hey, it's us, the Rat Queens. We didn't burn down the whole place. Just the front door situation was out of our hands. But we are here to help anyone who needs help. Again, Rat Queens did not burn down the tavern. We're good."
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Let's see if that worked. Oh, God.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll make it a 7 just to make it a mixed success. So I'll use one of my tokens.
Wonderful. With a 7, you see only one head. With the 7, I'll say this happens. There was a figure standing off to the other side of the door, kind of standing next to the door, ready to attack. This person steps out in front of you, and you see that it's Maddie.
Hi, hey,
She's
what's going
holding this golden sword.
Whoa, long time no see. Hi.
Oh my gosh, Betty!
Hey, we're back.
Whoa!
Hey, kid.
You're all here!
Yeah.
Oh gosh, are you okay?
Yeah, great,
no.
we're great. Nope, don't say we're fine.
No.
Dad, it's the Rat Queens. Everything's okay.
As
Sorry
you
about
see
your
from
door.
behind the bar, you see Maestro kind of slowly, shakily rise up. And you also see Aralel slowly start to rise up. And then from behind Aralel is Bard Dave, who takes out his head.
Dave, get out of here. Why always where we go? It's crazy.
I'm okay to see him right now.
Here, you guys, come in.
Okay.
As Maddie goes to, close the door, and there is no longer a door.
Yikes. Sorry, but Hannah just, hot fingers.
Do we need to Do we need to board that up?
Should we
Because
board
I
that-
can
is
make
it-
it
is
work
it-
with...
Yeah.
That's probably
I
for
won't
a
be in a
reason.
boarding
I just want
association.
to then go to a table, and I just want to
Nice.
fashion a door.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill. Let's see if your craftsmanship skills allow you to fashion a door.
It's sort of like armor for a building.
That's a door.
So that is a 6, 7, 8. That is...
Do you have tokens?
You have 1 token.
Oh, poo.
It's an 8.
So with an 8, I will say you are able to fashion the table to cover half of the door. I'd say it's about probably like an 8-foot tall door, so you're able to get 4 feet of it covered.
That'll
Okay.
probably be enough, right?
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, can we get you anything? Do you need any food, any water? Where have you been? We've been looking for you this entire time.
Are we hungry?
You are, you're a little hungry. In the labyrinth, you really didn't feel any kind of hunger or thirst or any kind of need. But now that you've been fighting, you've been running around, especially the last thing you did was you drank a ton before you got on the boat to Palisade. So you're definitely feeling like you have not had something in your
yeah.
stomach.
Food.
Yeah.
While we talk.
That'll do it. That'd be great.
We got super trapped by an evil guy, and now we're back, and something bad is... Well, we were told something bad is coming, but it seems like something bad's already happening. What's going on with this town?
You see Dee actually run up to the bar, and she talks to Maestro, and she's like, "Can I just make a really quick request? It would just make all of us feel really so much better. Just eggy, bready, bakey,
I
please."
hear it out of the corner of my head. I'm like, Colin, eggs, bacon, and breakfast.
He's
It's
like,
not what it is.
Maestro kind of winks at Dee and just kind of nods at you all, and then goes, 5 eggy, bready, bakeys coming up, as he hurries off to the kitchen. Dee comes back and is like, "I'm sorry, I just had to put in. If we're gonna have a last meal, or that's gonna make me feel really good."
Good.
I turn to Aralel and I kind of like drop my, now that I have I feel a little more safe in here, I kind of drop my axe down like on a table, and then I just walk up to her and like sweep her up with my one arm.
You sweep her up, and you see that she has a new fiddle or a violin in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same one that she had, but it's it's a new one she's been fashioning.
What's it made out of?
It is made out of birch. It's not ivory,
Okay.
so she's trying to make it as close of a replica as she can. But you actually notice that it is hand carved, and probably she's been the one that's been carving it.
I point to my mangled axe and I go, "Hey, my axe matches your violin now."
I guess it does. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
No.
What's been happening here? This is after the embrace.
Yeah, she's still holding on to you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't even know. And Maddie turns back to you, Betty. I do. What's been happening here is, this is what this young girl named Corna and this fawn named Ven, who said they both knew you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Krona and
Oh,
Ven,
Krona?
Hannah's
Oh.
other girlfriend. Yes.
Wait, you're able to remember Ven?
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Krona said it was time for me to become a rat queen.
Oh.
And so, what do you mean I can remember her? Does nobody
It's,
else can?
Magic crap. It's just magic crap. Yeah,
Okay.
just accept it.
Well,
Does everybody else here remember Ven?
you see, Aralel and Bard Dave kind of look and be like, Bard Dave is like, she's been talking about this Ven. You see, I hear the name Ven and then I instantly forget it. And she's been talking about Ven for, I don't know who this person is. The person who came into the room was just a little girl and an owl. And in this tavern.
Be quiet, Dave. We're talking to Maddie.
What? Oh, it was good to see you guys too. yeah, absolutely.
So, Maddie, I
Should
mean,
write us a song.
if Krona told you something like that, it means that you're somehow wrapped up in this weird destiny of ours of defeating a super evil god. So
She
to
told
the
me
party.
She told me that it's the end of the world, that some old god named Arius had been freed,
Yep, that tracks.
that you were trapped in a labyrinth, and that, oh gosh, what else?
Maddie, it doesn't matter. You're too young. You can't be a rat queen. This is a job for five of us, and you can't do it. Sorry, I don't care. Krona might just be a little stupid since she's been reborn. It's out of the question.
When was your first fight, Hannah?
Well,
When did you first get involved?
it's not relevant.
Is it not?
I thought it's 5 of us. I thought that's prophecy.
I was pretty much born with an axe in my hand, so.
Right.
I just feel like if Krona said it, then it
you-
means
Krona
something.
doesn't
You
know
got
everything.
mad at Minnie for not wanting to fight. Now we have somebody who wants to
That
fight,
we
and you're like,
care
take
about.
off.
So, oh, oof, all right. I thought Minnie was pretty cool, but
We just don't. Ugh. Am I crazy? I'm crazy. She's too young.
I agree, she's too young.
Well, so
I
just listen to
also
some other woman that says, here's another rat queen. Oh, you know what, Ben? Why don't you join the rat queens?
She's a triad.
yeah,
It is the end of the world, and if one of us dies, there needs to be 5 people.
that tracks.
Fine, then I'm out. Let her
Hannah?
do it.
No,
Hannah.
Hannah.
No, it's cool. Great. I'm good. I'm out.
Hannah, why is it better for her to die at home than trying to stop this from
I
happening?
follow Hannah, and I am Betty, super fucking mad. I grab her by the shoulder. Sit your fucking ass down right now, Hannah! Listen to me! Listen to me! Look at me! Look at me! I am so tired of you running off every 5 minutes. We have established so many times that you should not run off. We need to stay together. And you need to be cool with us because we are trying to help you stay with us because we love your dumb ass. And you are not going to leave the Rat Queens. Because if you do, I will strangle you and you will be dead anyway. Be cool, Hannah.
Okay.
We drag her back in the tavern.
Oh, God, is anyone else sweaty?
What?
Huh? What?
Don't piss off Betty.
Well, she basically what I was saying before was, it's the end of the world. There's an old god named Arius, and there's people who are being turned into chaos things. There are people who are getting infected by some kind of, like, disease or poison, and it's making them go crazy, and that's why we've boarded up the windows. That's why we had a door, and that's, I don't know if you saw anybody on the streets, but Mayor Kane and Sawyer tried to get a handle on it before, and then there became too many people. You couldn't put all of them in jail.
What happened to Kane and Sawyer?
I don't know. Just one day, we heard a loud explosion from the mayor's office, and there was glass, and both of them were gone. I like to hope that perhaps maybe they got out, and maybe they're trying to help somehow. I don't know. No one's seen them.
Well, I know where I'm going next.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
I'll
time
go
to
with you.
start that second poll. So we will start the second poll in the chat soon. Get active. It's time to vote.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you followed me here. I'll follow you there. I promise. I'm sorry that I stormed off like that.
No, I get it.
Arilil turns to you. I don't want you to go out there and fight. You're already hurt.
I don't have a choice. I have a part in this, and I have to see it through to the end.
Am I supposed to just sit here and wait for you to come back?
I can't control your fate. If you want to fight, you can fight. You're a bard. You can do something.
Yeah. I can also do this. As she kisses you passionately.
Yes.
She
take that.
she releases you, and she's like, "Don't fucking die on me, Braga."
I'll try my hardest. And I kind of like blush in front of the rest of the rat queens.
Sure do.
We're all just watching going,
I kiss her back.
Yeah, we're
and
not
then-
even trying to be
yeah.
subtle.
And I kiss her back, and I go, I make no promises.
And then she, as you exit, she's like, "Well, you better." But then you see,
Well, I'm not going to leave until Hannah leaves. Like,
Oh, we're leaving.
okay.
you hear that you see, like, as you hear her say, like, "You better," you don't see her face, but you hear the smile for the first time in her voice.
Oh.
As Maddie kind of moves the half door for you guys. Wait, you didn't even get any food from from my dad. Do you want some food?
Oh yes, I grab a handful.
Yeah.
Oh, I get my axe too because I set it down, so I pick it up
You pick
again.
up your axe, and as soon as you guys start to leave, Maestro comes out with 5 plates of eggy, britty, bakey.
Yeah.
I just grab a plate and walk out with it.
Yeah, I have only one arm, so I have to eat mine real quick, and then I can go.
God, I'm so hungry. I take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Thank you.
Yeah, take it for sure. Eat it real fast.
Wonderful. You all get 2 health points back.
Can you read our health points again?
Yes,
Important.
Hannah, you now have 15. Betty, you now have 18.
Nice.
Violet, you now have 15. Braga, you now have 12. And Dee now has 16. With the healing powers of a well-balanced breakfast.
Delightfully named snack.
As the 5 of you start to head... Hannah, where are you headed?
I'm heading to City Hall.
As the 5 of you start to head towards City Hall, you hear glass break in the shop next to you.
Nope, not our problem. After.
I'm gonna turn and look to see what it is and use that +1 that I got from Betty's perception thing.
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Okay.
Perceive it.
Look at you with the memory.
Oh, look at that! And I have an 11, so I didn't even need to use the +1, but I'm
Nice.
taking it anyway because that's I declared it. So
Wonderful.
11 total.
You turn to the left and you see this this flower shop called Hidden Eyes Flowers. You see that where it once was boarded, the glass has now been completely broken. As you see a figure running around in there, and another figure that seems to be chasing them.
Okay, I kind of turn to see if I can identify who it is.
It doesn't look like anyone you kind of recognize the person being chased. You think you've seen them around town, but they're not completely familiar to you. But then you recognize the thing or the person that is chasing them.
Are they all blighted out and stuff?
You recognize it as Zoe. Zoe Sawyer's second in command, and she is completely blighted as she chases after this person in this flower shop. What do you do?
All right, Hannah, I know we got to get to town hall, but there's a monster lady chasing a non-monster lady right next to us.
Oh, fuck. There's not enough of us to go around. Why don't we tell Maddie, the new rat queen, to deal with it?
Okay, so we're going in real quick?
Yeah, let's just take care of this.
And we'll just walk in real quick.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk into the two of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the 2 of you walk in.
Well, I don't want to kill Zoe. Can we find a way to disable her without killing her?
Don't
'Cause
forget
we
about
might
the light thing. The light. Maybe D has a light.
Dee has no magic. She just told us.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, maybe she'll find it in her heart to find magic later.
Let's just try to knock her out.
Okay, great. Is it light outside?
There is something. The cloud cover is
It's so
blocking
bad.
the sun or the moon. You don't even know if it's day or night.
Okay.
Oh.
It's just kind of perpetually gray.
I'm gonna put my axe away because I want to see if I can try to knock her out before I stab her. 'Cause she is
Wonderful.
someone I know.
You see, as soon as do you climb through the window to get into this home?
Yes.
Or do you
Yeah.
go through you just knock down the door?
I want to just jump through the window.
Yeah, you do the window and I go through the door.
You jump through because it was a large show display window for this florist's shop.
Yeah, she goes through the window. I try to slam through the door.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay. And I'm not at a -1 for this one, right? Because I'm not
You
using
do
a
have a
weapon.
-1 because you still can't use your arm.
I know, but I'm just shouldering my way through it.
Okay. I will not give you the
Okay.
-1 for that since you're using your good arm.
Well, it doesn't matter because I got a snake eyes
Did you,
anyway.
did you break your good arm then?
Oh, no.
Do I have any rerolls?
Oh, we have rolls, right? Oh no, we.
There is 1 second
Okay.
chance.
Yeah, you better
Yeah.
take that second chance.
Thank you, second chances.
Thank you.
Stop going into
So
battle.
so... Okay, that is going to be a 8 now.
Oh, but can you use...
No, I mean, that's plus my guts.
Oh, awesome.
So 5 plus 3 is... Even if I take the 1 away, it's still going to be a 7.
Great.
So it's a...
So describe to me at first you failed and then your mixed success.
Yeah, what I do is I slam into it and it splinters into me a little bit, but I get through it enough that then I look at it and then I turn the knob from the inside and open the door.
I'll say because it was
turns
a
out
mixed...
it was unlocked and I could have just teched it, but I didn't think to do that.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I will say because it was a mixed success.
Yeah.
You do take Braga. You take 4 points of splinter
Yeah,
damage
fair enough.
My
from
God.
this door.
Yeah, that's fair. That tracks.
Do you have a 4 now?
I have an
No,
8.
8.
Because I had a 12 and now I'm
Okay.
back down to 8 again.
Okay.
Wonderful. As Violet, you swing through the open window, and
Great.
you see
I guess I could have just done that.
this woman wearing kind of these mirrored aviator glasses and this lovely, like, jeweled aqua turban, just kind of with this light green skin running around. And she's being chased by Zoe, and she sees you, and you see that she's also in this beautiful matching, like, turquoise silk robe as well. She definitely was not expecting company, or was at least trying to enjoy her time cowering in fear to herself as she sees the two of you and, please help me.
Can we very quickly assess, like, in the room? Are there bookshelves? Are there candles?
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
And you get a +1 for perceiving crap. Still.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Crap. Okay, that is a 9. And I have 1 token left, so I'll do that.
Yes, you do. So with the 10, what were you looking for? 'Cause you can ask me 3 questions.
I want to know, I'm looking for a light, anything that it could be set, like a candle or anything that could be lit for light.
You see that on her checkout counter, where she has like her register and her ledger, you see that there is a beautiful ornate candelabra. You also notice that there is nothing reflective in this room.
Great. Okay. Also, I want to know if I can ask 3 questions?
Yes.
My second question is, I want to know if there is a large bookshelf.
I will say yes, there is a large bookshelf behind the counter.
Okay. Great. And then how can we get out with our asses intact? But I'm sorry. Oh, God, forgive me. It's a battle. It's a battle.
You can get out with your butts intact as long as you find a way to subdue Zoe.
Okay, great. I want to communicate to Braga to go for the candelabra.
Okay.
And I want to run towards the counter to pick up the bookshelf.
Okay.
All right.
I got the candelabra.
You do that. It is not lit.
No, I'm not trying to burn the place down.
I'm just saying.
I know that's like our Rat Queen's one move, but I'm going to try something different this time.
Wonderful. And then you grab the book.
I want to grab the bookshelf.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts, because this is like a full wall bookshelf.
Okay. 5, 6, 7. That's a 7.
With a 7, I'm going to say that because you got a mixed success, you were not able. You need to roll again after another round because then you find out that this bookshelf is nailed into this wall. So you started to grab it, and it's a little too stuck for you. You were able to give it a nice good pull, but now you kind of have to all right, it's going to need one more grab to get this.
Okay, seeing what happened with her, I'm going to try to distract Zoe to lead her towards the bookshelf, but I poke at her with the candelabra. I'm trying to I'm not trying to actually hit her. I'm just trying to get her attention so she won't focus on Turban Lady and will come over to me. But
you see that this woman has now climbed up on top of an overturned table and is bracing herself against the ceiling and the wall as Zoe is just almost trying to claw at her.
Okay, so I poke at Zoe's back with the candelabra.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay. And I'll take since I am using a weapon, I'll take the -1 on this one.
Okay.
I just yell from outside. You guys are cool, right? You seem fine. Just 2 people, right?
No.
My goodness. But we have
How many tokens do I have right now?
Braga, you have 4 tokens, and there are 2 rerolls.
Okay, so that was 2 plus 2, that's 4, and I will go ahead and spend 3 of those tokens to make it a 7.
Oh my god.
So I have 1 token left. Okay, cool.
Wonderful.
And these dice are going in the boombox, because they have been betrayed me twice in a row now.
Horrible.
Really disappointing.
We don't have enough jail.
With a mixed success, you are able to poke at Zoe, and you get her attention. Unfortunately, though, you poked a little too close.
Okay.
And unfortunately, with your arm kind of tied to your side, Zoe immediately comes charging at you and pushes you against the other wall in the florist shop, and you are now pinned and cannot do anything. As you feel Zoe almost trying to... You see you actually get a good look at Zoe for the first time. You see that her eyes are completely made out of stone.
Okay.
And you see that, like, throughout her entire body, her body has this grayish tint to it, as you see these gray veins just flow throughout her entire exposed skin. And you notice that her fingers have grown into almost these, like, claws as she opens her mouth, and her teeth have become more jagged as her mouth grows a little bigger, and she's trying to bite at you.
Okay.
We cut outside. Hannah and Betty, what are you doing?
I'm kicking a rock.
So funny you should say that, because thank you so much for getting us to 500. As you stand outside kicking a rock, you suddenly hear the galloping of hooves against the stone of Palisade.
No, 500. That's...
And you hear this, you hear these hooves, and they get closer and closer as this galloping becomes more fierce and fierce. And from around the corner, you see, just running through the streets of Palisade, you see Greg the Centaur, no longer in his casual flannel shirt and relaxed wear. You see that he has put on some kind of centaur traditional armaments. They definitely look a little dusted and worn, perhaps that of a family member's that he no longer uses. But you see that he has some kind of armaments on his centaur body. His hair and beard, though, and his glasses look impeccable. And he's got a cigarette in a mouth.
Is he wearing armor on all four legs, only the front, or only the back half?
You see that the armor goes, he has kind of like a shoulder, he's got a full armor, and it kind of crosses over into this crossbody shoulder piece. He then has a piece of armor from the belt that's kind of protecting his frontmost horse part. And then you see on his legs, he's got kind of four almost horse shin armaments.
So he does not have anything on the back part.
Nothing on the rump.
Well, that answers a big debatable question for me.
Greg, what are you doing here?
Oh, as you see him kind of like whinny back up as he kind of like he heels back up in the air as you see him clop down. What are you doing? I mean, I thought no one had seen you all in such a long time.
We just got in.
We're in a trap.
Have you been saving Palisade?
No, well, I just made it in. You see, the entire town of Ravens Rock attacked my meadery.
What?
Yeah, everyone in that town became crazy. They said it was some kind of blight.
Oh my god, I want to ride you so bad.
Okay, all right, everyone be cool. I just lean over. Dee, where the hell are you?
You see that Dee was actually finishing her eggy bready bakey, and now she's coming out of the Black Satyr, and she sees Greg, and she drops the plate in the middle of the street, and she just kind of slowly walks up.
Touch him.
Hey, Greg.
Oh, that's right. There was something going on there.
Hey, Dee. I'm glad you're okay.
Are you guys gonna do it?
Do it. Let us watch.
I like how fast Hannah forgot about Sawyer again.
She's trying to deflect from her pain.
Listen, there's Dee. Hannah, Betty, there's no time for doing it. There's no time for anything.
There's no time for doing it.
Something bad's happening, and well, I couldn't protect the people in Ravens Rock, so I decided to come to Palisade to see if I could do anything. There's no use sitting around in my meadery, just waiting for the end of the world to happen. You gotta come out and gotta try to do something with your life.
Well, just because we can't ride you doesn't mean we can't ride you.
You mean on my back?
Yes. You could take us to where we're going.
Where are you going?
We're going to City Hall.
We're okay. All right. Thank you for coming and helping us. This is the gray stuff. This is the end of times. We're here to fight a god. Just filling you in here real quick.
I lost Dwarf Dave to it.
No. He was kind of annoying.
I mean, that's not a huge loss. I feel like, maybe this is a cleansing thing, but
I feel like that's what you're supposed to say is like,
shame.
You guys were kind of lovers, huh?
He was the best assistant I ever had.
All right.
Sexual?
Well,
it was much more of a...
He left his wife and children for you.
It's true.
I have a really attractive personality that a lot of people feel drawn to. I respected Dave, and Dave respected me.
Do you use that too?
5 kids.
Listen, you see as he tosses his cigarette and he smushes it out with his back hoof. He then he uses his mouth, he pulls another cigarette from his pocket that's in his armor, and then
I shoot a fire.
only 2d6 was. I'm just to say you do. You shoot,
Please don't light him on
you
fire.
shoot a fire. You shoot like a mini fireball, and you're able to light a cigarette. Thank you.
Hey, you two catch up. I'm gonna go check in on our 2 ding dong friends in there chasing around a badsies.
And I'm going to pretend like I'm not going to follow you, catch up.
Wait, are you going? Wait,
I'm going to stay right here.
She doesn't want to help it for whatever reason. I don't understand what's happening with her.
Sex is sex. You know what I mean?
D is just standing next to you. Hannah is like, I don't know what to do here.
I'm just picturing the panels of this comic where we just see Betty and Hannah and Dee flirting with Greg, and then we see the other panels where Braga's pinned against the wall,
so good.
Fighting a monster.
It's so good.
And Violet's trying to knock a bookshelf off.
Go over there. I think there's a water trough. And you guys can talk.
Okay. Yeah. No, as Dave as Greg the Centaur walks.
R.I.P. Dave.
Greg the Centaur kind of walks over and Dee follows. They kind of start to talk. Betty and Hannah, do you go inside the building?
Yes.
No.
I'm trying to watch what's going on.
I assume she's following me, but I know she's probably not. I just stick my head in the window to assess what's happening, and I see all hell breaking.
I want to give up on my plan on the bookshelf.
You can try one more time if you really want.
I feel like I gotta run towards Braga instead. So I'm just gonna take the blunt side of my axe, and I want to just run towards Zoe and pop her in the face.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Well, she's gotta be knocked out.
I want to help her because I have that candlestick in my hand, so I'm gonna use the candlestick to kind of push Zoe away from me, so that way Violet can get a clean shot at her.
Roll me 2d6 plus your Violet bond.
Yeah. All right, that is going to be a 9 plus 2, 11.
Wonderful, Violet. You get a +2 on this roll.
Yay! Okay, great. And then what is it?
See what happens when you behave? You stay out of the box.
Oh my God.
You're rolling 2d6 plus guts.
That's what my dad said to me.
Ooh, I needed all of it. I needed it. So that is a 7, 8, 9. That is a 9.
And tokes?
Violet has no tokens.
Used.
Okay. It's a 9.
With a 9, I will give you this option. Either you can take damage, or Braga will take damage.
Me, for sure.
Wonderful.
Nah, I'm not gonna punch you back. Go ahead and hit me.
As Braga, as you push the candle up, as you push this 3-pronged candlestick out, kind of shoving with the last bit of your strength from Zoe pinning you, you
Kind of
push.
forking her with it.
You fork her out, and you make her prone.
Yeah.
Violet, you come over and you just right in the forehead. Mm-hmm. You knock her out successfully. However, as she's going down, she claws at you, and you feel like you're right here on your wrist. You feel almost these large gash marks, and you take 4 points of damage, Violet. As you notice that as your body begins to bleed, almost your wounds are not healing. Nothing is stopping it.
Okay. Hey, Betty.
Yeah, you guys I feel like you two gotta have a handle. Is that a no? Yes? No?
I think we've basically got it. It's just that I'm losing a fair amount of blood.
Okay.
Zoe's on the ground. The woman sitting on the table now comes down. Thank you. Maybe there's something I can give you in return.
What kind
Do you have any healing
store
potions?
is this?
Do you have
It's
any,
a florist.
Oh.
Do you have any healing plants?
To stop bleeding?
Let me see.
Tourniquet, maybe? Whatever she needs.
Let me see.
I can give you some kind of herb that will at least help the pain.
I mean, anything really. Just
How about your silk outfit and wrap it around her arm.
You're not even there.
You want my turban?
Well, no, that might be.
Just,
We
you know
don't
what?
respect your turban, but your extra robe or something.
I just want to take my other sleeve off just to
Yeah.
and just start
Can-
wrapping my own
Can I
wound.
administer
Hey, we're
some
twins.
sort of first aid to these
Yeah, you
like,
see
just, like, wrap
this
the wounds maybe?
this woman brings over. She goes to some plants that are all these pots that are broken on the ground as she kind of she's like fiddlitters about as she pulls two different herbs and starts to almost crunch them and grind them in her hand as she hands them to you. As you take them, Betty, you notice that she has these lovely, elegant nails, but you see that her entire skin is like human but scaly.
Cool. This is definitely nothing scary. All right, line up, and I just kind of slather the juices on them where they have cuts.
I will say this herb stops the wound from spreading for now.
All right. And then can I wrap my own wound?
You wrap your own. You do not take any health back, but your wound is stabilized
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
Was it worth saving this person?
Thank you so much. Is there
That's what we
anything
do.
else I can give you?
Anything we need, guys?
A kiss?
Oh,
Oh, I'm good on that.
I do not for me. No, it's that would be bad.
Why?
She's like,
Just reasons.
Do we?
I'm gonna trust her on this one. Let's just go. Let's go find your man.
We gotta go, but if you could help watch over the Black Satyr, we've got some friends in there, and
Yes, I will do whatever
and a
I
super
can.
broken door. Just I don't know, help them out.
And I
Thank you
think
for
you should
helping
probably
me.
pin this person down because they will wake up
right,
eventually.
yeah.
So I was trying to move bookshelf. Anything you think?
Yeah, or
I think
tie,
just
tie her up, whatever.
tie her up.
Drag her out.
You go, what?
We could drag her out of the
I
box.
could-
I mean, there's no window. She
I
can come
could
right
look
back
at her. It would turn her to stone, but perhaps that is something I could do.
Are you not
Wait,
looking
why
at us
didn't
right
you?
now?
Why didn't you do that the whole time she was chasing you?
Can you
Because I don't. It's just running around. It hurts. I wear the glasses so much that exposing my eyes hurts.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. We actually may need you. So
Yeah.
you can turn people to stone if you look at them. Was that what you just said to us?
Yes, I'm a Gorgon.
that's very cool.
Ooh.
Can you unturn? Can people be turned back from being stone, or are they stone forever?
So it can.
I don't think
I
we'll turn
cannot.
people-
I cannot undo it by looking at them.
okay,
You
so
have
we-
to go
oh.
find a certain combination of plants and herbs and water.
I heard that Gorgon smelled really bad. Is that why you work in a florist shops to counteract how you smell?
I work in a florist shop because when you live a life of solitude, you find that plants sometimes can be your only friends. I cannot catch.
Here's stuff. That's weird zombie person running around this town that could probably kill us.
Sure.
And then
Yeah.
once we solve the apocalypse, we can come back
Yeah,
and fix
we'll
the whole
we'll
stone.
figure that
battle.
out.
Let's hope.
And then when you're
All
done,
right.
yeah,
Somebody prop her up.
I do it because they're
Great.
both really
You
injured.
prop her up.
No, I do it because I hate her.
You hate. Okay, Hannah, you
that's fair.
prop
I'm just
her up.
jealous of her.
You prop her up. All right.
Look at her, bitch.
I need you all to close your eyes. As you all close your eyes, you see that this
I
woman.
didn't say anything.
This woman. Well, like you close your eyes as this woman, this female Gorgon, removes her reflector aviators and she undoes her turban, and you see this incredible, like this gorgeous hair of purple snakes that comes all the way down to her shoulders just emerge, and they're like all slithering on top of each other. They're like blue and purple as they kind of move about her hair. As she gets down closely to Zoe, Hannah, you kind of nudge Zoe away, kind of waking her from being knocked out. You smack her on the back of the head as Zoe almost kind of slowly starts to come to. You start to hear this snarl underneath her throat as the woman looks at her and goes, "This is for my flowers." As she opens her eyes incredibly wide, her eyes go completely like yellow, and you see her Gorgon eyes just almost shoot this beam into Zoe. As Hannah, you're holding on to Zoe, and you start to feel this person who was once human now feel like stone.
Does my fingers get caught in her hair because that's how I'm holding her?
I will say you feel the stone, you feel her hardening. It's not an immediate process. You feel the stone almost creep through her system, so you're able to release.
I just want to look at you so bad.
You cannot. As the woman puts her turban back on, she finds her glasses. All right, the glasses are on. You can look at me now.
Oh, God.
Should we try to use this unpredictable weapon? Well, I mean, it might be helpful.
I think we should have her protect the tavern.
Okay, protect the tavern.
I think you need to look at the people that are crazy.
I don't know if that will, if they turn to stone, what if stone breaks? People break. I had listen, there were times people came into my garden, tried to steal sunflower and moonflower, and I turned them to stone, and stone breaks. You cannot bring back broken stone.
Okay, let's
Just sit here, look pretty, not smelling bad. Thanks for your help.
I
See
will
you
go
later.
help
Try
the
not to
Black
break
Satyr.
Zoe,
I
'cause
will
the real
go
Zoe is
help
not-
your friends, yes. Thank you so much. Perhaps there is something I can do in the future for you all.
You keep on saying these things and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks,
talk. We'll
bye.
talk more when it's not the apocalypse.
Okay, sounds
Head-
good.
Let's head to find her man.
Before we leave, I want to put some pillows around Zoe's stone body to make sure, like, if she falls over, she'll have like a little cushion.
There's no pillows nearby, but there's like
there's
pieces.
pillows.
There's like pounds of dirt,
Sure.
and there's like a chair cushion.
What if we as a
like a
group
bag of dirt next to-
gently lay Zoe's statue down on the ground?
Totally a way to go.
It's fine. Okay, let's go, Hannah.
I'm afraid to
Let's
do it. 'Cause I'm trying to make us roll for it. We'll knock it over.
Yes.
let's go do your thing, Hannah.
You see, as the female Gorgon leaves, I'm just gonna name her Lydia. As
totally.
Lydia
Ledusa.
leaves, Ledusa.
Lydia's fine.
great.
As Lydia
It's your
leaves and heads towards the Black Satyr, the four of you come out and you see that Dee and Greg are talking very closely to each other.
When did Greg get here?
We should just let them have like 5 minutes because they're gonna blink or something. And I think Dee deserves it.
Let's go find Hannah's dude.
Okay.
Everyone should get laid today.
She knows where we're going.
Maybe we'll find Orc Dave somewhere too. Everyone should
She's
get
safe
something.
with him. Woo! As we pass.
As Dee turns around, are we leaving?
No.
Yeah.
You do, girl.
You can,
Chores
no,
is yours.
I'm coming with you.
No.
you can take 5 and then just we know where we're going. We'll come.
I'm coming with you too.
All right.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Let her ride you.
Let her ride you on the back part. Not the other way.
You
Or-
see
or
that
whatever.
both Dee blushes and Greg kind of blushes as he just keeps smoking and kind of trots next to you all.
We support healthy relationships.
That have sex.
It's healthy.
Listen.
Natural.
Where are we going?
I already told you. City Hall. Oh, I guess you're so in love with D. You just forget all the words
What?
I said to you.
Let's
Did I
go.
tell you? Did I tell him?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I wasn't here.
No, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
I jump on his back.
You can try. Roll me 2d6 plus.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
say-
the last time I met Greg, he said that'd be disrespectful because I asked to ride him and he said no.
Yeah.
Or no, you don't do it.
All right, fine. I don't. I walk quickly.
Quickly
I know
towards
what the
Sawyer.
centaur rules are.
'Cause that's more important.
As the now 6 of you make your way towards City Hall, you keep looking around, and yeah, just the scene around you gets more grim and grim and grim until you reach the center of Palisade with the bloodied fountain. And now you all see what Betty had noticed earlier, that the office, Mayor Kane's office on the second floor of City Hall, all the large glass windows that looked over Palisade had been completely busted and broken.
That's going to be an expensive fix.
Should we just shout for him? Maybe he's in there.
I think we gotta go in.
All right, let's go in and investigate. I guess get situated.
Yeah.
You guys ready to do this?
Ready.
Listen, I'm
yeah,
gonna.
doing great.
As convenient as Palisade is, there's not a lot of horse accessible buildings, so I'm going to stay out here.
D, you stay here too.
No, I'm gonna come inside with.
Okay, yeah, come inside.
Or
For the-
do we need someone to look? Maybe we do need someone to watch the door.
Well,
I'll
maybe
tell
Greg
you
could
if
watch the door.
something. Greg and I will stay out here, and we will let you know if something happens.
okay.
And look for clues. I guess I don't know. There's blood in that fountain, so that's pretty creepy.
And do we have a little bitty rat queen with us too?
Maddie is still back at
back.
the Black Satyr,
Okay, great.
protecting it.
Oh, she's little.
Let's not make Emily play a third character in the middle of this party.
She's killing it though.
Just making sure. Just making sure. making sure.
She's already got to play whoever's we're going to find in the house as well.
I've come back.
There's going to be a point where Emily's playing a bigger party than the 4 of us at the table.
It's likely.
I played
yeah.
all
But
of
Mark-
It's already happened.
It's
Yeah,
true.
It's already
Yeah, it already has happened.
Yeah.
The
okay.
4 of you start to ascend into City Hall, and you see around you broken glass, blood, almost bloody handprints against the wall.
It's like a spooky horror house in here.
And then you hear a young girl scream upstairs.
I guess we go to that first.
Yeah.
Let's go. I run up.
Yep. They follow.
Yeah,
Fast.
I'm after you. Sort of.
All right, we're up
You
there.
run upstairs. Yeah, you head up the stairs, and you find yourself outside of Mayor Kane's office. The doors have been ripped off.
Oh.
You see that
Oh,
they're
Hannah's
just,
been here.
They're just chunks of wood kind of on the ground beneath your feet.
No, I do a better job.
People really know how to learn how to use doors in this town. I don't understand why there's so many broken doors in this town.
Yeah, it's like a cultural thing.
We're here to save you! I push the door.
You see, or at least you hear, a young girl whimpering in a corner. And you see 4 figures kind of surrounding her.
Oh, I bet it's your little dwarf girlfriend. Not girlfriend, but girl, comma, friend.
That's a child.
Yeah, the little dwarf girl from the first series.
Of course.
Can we see if they're
What was
great?
her name?
I don't remember. Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Candy is very good. 5, 6, 7, 8. How many tokens? I have 2 tokens, right?
Betty, you have
You want to say Maddie?
3
but it's not
tokens.
Maddie.
I use 2 of them and make that a 10.
Wonderful. With a 10, you are able to recognize all 4 figures. One of them is Mayor Kane, and he is grayed.
No.
One of them is a local baker that you recognize.
It's not the same baker from the labyrinth, is it?
No, a different baker. This one was the baker of Palisade.
Oh, right. Then was right, Ravenloft.
Old man Johnny.
Great.
Oh, old Johnny.
Not old man Johnny. They got him, guys.
He makes the bready that Maestro serves.
You also see another figure. It is of a woman. It is Lasona, the book owner, or the owner of the bookstore, the old woman that owns the bookstore.
She owns all the books in town.
She owns of the books.
You won't do any reading, you go to Lasona.
Lisona of books.
And the final the final figure you see, the one that seems almost to be in command of all of them, is the figure of Sawyer.
Oh!
Ladies, we got our work cut out for us this time.
What?
It's Mayor Kane, Sawyer, the local baker who makes breadies, and Lasona.
It can't be Sawyer, and I charge over there and turn him to face me.
You do, and the Sawyer in front of you is a Sawyer that you've never seen before. You see that his eyes are completely made out of stone. His body has this grayish tint to it. You see these gray veins go throughout all of his exposed skin. You see his mouth is almost like deformed in that it's made longer, and you see these sharp teeth almost hanging off the end of it.
Hannah, be careful.
See
No!
his hands.
It's not possible. And I start like hitting him, like trying to wake him up or something.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Rest in peace, Hannah. It's been great knowing you.
It's only good because you
Oh my
rolled
god,
it.
Nice.
that's how we should different now.
I helped.
5, 9, 10, 11.
With an 11, I would say you were able to smack Sawyer. You smack him so hard, he almost doesn't know what to do.
You are better than this! You could never succumb to this! I should have never left you! I do love you! I'm so sorry! I also love the king, but you too!
And then
And then! No, it's sexual attraction! It's different!
As you see Sawyer just stand there motionless, unable to move. As the 3 forms, Old Man Johnny, Lasona, and Mayor Kane, hunched over the figure of this young girl, their heads start to turn over their shoulders until their heads are almost resting past where their necks normally could go.
Oh, that's not
And you hear this crack
Yikes.
from each of them
Oh,
as they're staring at the 3 of you. Or they're
Yikes.
standing at the 4 of you.
As that happens, I want to immediately go for the old man because I feel like that's what I'm up for. And I want to go for him just like I did with Zoe, which is with the flat side of my axe.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
I will actually wait before you do that.
Oh!
Before you do that, Violet, you look at Betty.
Oh,
Betty, you look at Violet.
Oh,
And you feel a combo coming on.
thank you, combo. Oh.
Thank you so much,
Violet,
Combo.
Yes.
we've always hated old man Johnny.
Hated that man.
Love his bread.
Oh, yeah.
Love his bread.
Loved his bread. He never wanted to give us any.
Bad person.
Bad.
And he's being punished by something up there. This is not a great situation, but let's take our revenge.
How absolutely. You know what we've always said we wanted to do to him? Remember?
Yes.
We always said we wanted to roll him out like dough.
Like dough, and I will trip him over so he's laying flat. Mm-hmm. And then you are just gonna
Use my axe like a rolling pin.
yes, and this is called our patented move is called the old roll out Johnny.
The old rollout Johnny. So
The amount of time these two have practiced their revenge on Johnny back at the
I
Rat
charge
Queen's
into the
house.
room.
It's fate.
And I just I like roll into a little somersault, and I basically like as if he was a bowling pin and I was a bowling ball, and I bowl over Johnny so he flips forward and flat on his face in the ground.
And then I run and I just roll him out and then I flatten him. just like you would with with a little bun.
Oh,
yeah.
what are you flattening him with?
The flat side of my sword. I just want to knock him out. Oh, I'm flattening him with my with my sword handle. I mean my axe handle, like a rolling pin.
It's like a massage, but because it's so heavy, it hurts really bad.
It
Where
hurts,
she's like
yeah.
snapping all the bones in his spine as she goes up.
He's a human.
And then I'm not gonna.
He's made out of rocks.
Great.
I will say, yeah, with your success, for some reason, because these four people are together, they're more powerful than when you fought Zoe. Zoe was alone. Somehow, you start to try and knock him out in this normal way that you would normally knock out Zoe. It is not working on old man Johnny. You have pinned him down, though. You have broken his back, and you've broken his 2 shoulder blades. And so he cannot physically get himself up except for using his knees. And so it's going to be a little hard for him.
Success, I think.
That was success.
That old man's knees haven't been going anyway, so.
Don't make me fight you. Don't make me do this. How fucking dare you? How dare you?
Hannah, that's not him. You have to fight him.
I can't do it. Why didn't you fight harder? Don't. You don't want to do it. You're still there. You are. I know. You're still there. I hear it. Fight it. Fight it, fucker.
As
Suddenly, Sawyer, you see Sawyer's claw-like hand coming towards your face.
I want to grab his arm in midair.
So funny you do that. Braga, you look at Hannah. As soon
Yeah.
as you grab Sawyer's arm, Hannah, you look at Braga, and you two feel a combo coming on.
Oh, I guess we have to do this.
I'll help you. I got you. What do you want to do? I'm here for you, sister.
As he's lunging at us, I want you, Braga, to flip him over me. So we use his force.
I only have one arm.
Well,
Sure.
I know.
Okay.
So I go into bowl him.
Okay.
And it's kind of like.
You basically Dirty Dancing. You throw him at me, and I kind of fling him up.
Yeah. What's the thing where it's the Tai Chi where you use the someone else's
judo.
They
Yeah.
use their weight against them.
Okay.
So as you throw him,
Taquito, but go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
taquito.
Akita.
Taquito, great.
It's definitely not taquito.
Not taquito.
I didn't think so.
That's okay.
I heard different words. So you use Aikido. Oh, that's what Spike uses.
It's just
Moving on.
it's
Hannah, what are you
Bruce Lee.
doing?
All right,
And so
You and I are very,
his-
very white. Let's just stop
I got it. That's
Yeah.
fair. You are able to throw him back as I kick
Yeah.
his legs out from underneath him, and his 2 legs happen to hit Lasona and Mayor Kane.
All right.
So you just send him over?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that she kind of she pushes him towards me, and the momentum of his weight.
Aikido.
And yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I am able almost the momentum is what makes me able to fling him back.
Wonderful. And as he flings back, yeah, it's almost the force of him because right behind you, or right where you were positioned, Lasona and Mayor Kane were kind of standing and turning their heads.
Yeah.
So yes, Sawyer lands on top of them, not causing any damage, but they are definitely going to it's going to be some time before they get up and attack you again. And you finally see, standing in the corner, this young girl.
I want to run over and help her up. Hey, it's
You
okay,
help
it's
her
okay.
up.
We're here.
You see this girl with like pitch black hair, and she has these really like square bangs, and her hair comes down into two fine pieces over her shoulder, but it's pinned up in like a low ponytail with a light white ribbon in the back.
Rad.
Do we know her?
You can get to know her.
Okay.
You don't. It's no one you recognize. I should say that. That was coy of me. It's no one you recognize.
You can get to know her. Why don't you ask a few questions, find out who she is?
Whoa, hey,
She's a
baby.
child.
Hey, it's okay. We're here. We're the Rat Queens. The town's all topsy-turvy. Are you okay?
She immediately hugs you.
Okay.
You did it! You did it! You stopped him! You stopped Andreas Acker!
What? What?
You stopped him!
How do you know about that ding-dong?
I was trapped in there as well.
Oh.
Oh, we never saw you.
Yes. Well, it was very hard for me. You see, he had me inside that puzzle box. That puzzle box he always kept with him.
What?
Yes.
Wow, what a dick.
Well, he didn't know I was in there, but when he was destroyed, his puzzles were destroyed, and well, I was freed because of it.
How did you get put in there?
What are you?
Wait, he didn't know you were in there?
No, I was put in there by a powerful force a long time ago.
Are you evil?
No, I'm quite the opposite. A very powerful person.
Do you have light capabilities?
What do you mean?
Can you
Shoot like a
cast
light,
light?
beam at these people?
It's been some time.
Do it!
My energy was drained.
I don't care, try!
I am so old.
What? You look like a little girl.
We've met Krona. It's not that weird.
You notice for the first time that she's wearing a very simple, like, black frock, and she has this beautiful gold necklace on that is of a triangle.
Oh.
My name is Andrea. I am the progenitor of the Triad. I am the one that set it into motion. I am the child of a god. I am a half-god, you could say.
Oh, great. So we
But
have...
I was trapped in a box, and it kept me powerless.
Which god?
Is Krona your mom?
No, my god is somebody else.
Oh, okay.
I will tell
Is he
you
an
once
awesome
more,
god?
once more after all this has happened.
And you see as she moves past you see her bangs move for the first time, and you see that there is a third eye hidden by her bangs, so her eyes form a perfect triangle.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh!
Okay.
If her parent is Arius, I'm going to be real mad.
I'd like to, we're in the office of Mayor King, correct?
Yes, and you hear the bones of old man Johnny start to like crack as he starts to slowly pull himself up via his knees, and he starts to almost throw his body weight into lifting himself up. You see his body just almost contort in this unhuman way. As Lasona and Mayor Kane violently keep pushing each other off and like gnarling and snarling at Sawyer, who is on top of them, as they just create this chaotic heap on the floor.
Is there a fireplace in this room?
There is a fireplace in this room.
Is there wood in the fireplace?
There is no wood in the fireplace.
There's a desk, right?
There is a desk.
And there's a mirror in his desk. I'm gonna grab it.
Great. I'm gonna take I want to pull the top of the desk off.
You're just gonna rip the desk?
Yeah.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Powerful.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a 10.
With a 10, describe to me how you cleanly pull this top of this desk off.
I stand in the middle of it. I have enormously strong arms, and I just lift with all my might, and it snaps off the nails, and they're still jarring out a little bit, and then I take it and I put it over my knee, and then I have two pieces of desk. Then I walk over to the fireplace.
You walk over the fireplace. You need to just throw the desk into the fireplace.
That's it. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Hannah, do your thing.
Fireball.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Whoa. Reroll.
Yeah!
I got all your luck. That's it. That's a 12.
I think I've had yours tonight.
Yeah, seriously.
With a 12, I will say, describe to me this perfect fireball.
I catch the desk on fire.
Well, I mean, how does it look? How do you conjure it?
all right.
Why is it this time that it is so successful?
It comes right from my heart.
Aww.
And it's like because the heart's broken.
You see this this heart-shaped flame shoot out of Hannah's hands as it goes soaring into the fireplace where the two pieces of top desk are. as the desk starts to ignite. You see, finally moving back up onto his feet is old man Johnny, who has like one shoulder that is completely out of socket and is just like swinging towards you, Hannah. And then you see Sawyer, Lasona, and Mayor Kane slowly right, like they have now risen up as well. However, you see each of them as they start to come towards you. There's almost like this cringiness with each step they take as the fire and the light in the room is affecting them.
I'd like to use the mirror to reflect like actual rays and like get in their eyes and stuff.
Can you roll me 2d6 plus skill?
Yeah. 6, 7. How many tokens do I have?
Hannah, you have 3 tokens.
I'm gonna make it a 10.
Wonderful. With a 10, you are able to you're able to angle the mirror perfectly so you shoot the light from the fire into the eyes of old man Johnny.
Fuck you and your bread, Johnny.
As you suddenly shoot this light into his eyes, you hear him just like coil back.
He always had weird.
As he
falls backwards, as you see his hands grabbing his face, as you see the smoke coming from the stones of his eyes, as you just see him rolling on the floor, just screaming, as the other 3 kind of look at him and then look at the 3 of you. Sawyer charges towards you, Lasona charges towards you, and Mayor Kane charges towards you. Braga, you have Sawyer coming at you. What do you do?
I had my axe out. No, I didn't. I did the thing with Hannah. So I just try to like punch him right in the face.
Oh no!
Towards me.
Only 2d6 plus guts.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
Punchies.
That is a 7 plus 2 is 9, and I think I have one last token.
Let me see. Braga, yes, you have one more token.
It's gone now. That's a 10.
Wonderful. Describe to me this punch in Sawyer's face.
I basically. So what happens is he's running towards me, and I like punch his face to like turn it towards Hannah's mirror.
Oh,
you do that. As you hear his face crack underneath you hear his nose crack underneath your punch, as his head slowly turns to you, Hannah. Hannah, as you look at him, your baggage is triggered.
No.
And you can't force the light on Sawyer.
okay. That's all I do then. I drop it because I'm scared.
You drop it and the mirror shatters.
Hannah, what are you doing?
I don't know. It's just stupid. This is all futile.
It's not. We can erase the darkness from them.
No, he's totally gone.
He's not gone. We're gonna save this dumbass.
You calling me a dumbass or him?
Actually, you both are, but we're gonna save him. We can do this. We
Betty,
can do this.
As you keep talking to Hannah, you have you did not see Mayor Kane as he coming towards you with an uppercut. What do you do?
Mayor Kane is a very big target, so I feel like I'm a little faster than him, even though he's doing uppercut right behind me. I want to quickly swing around and, as his arm passes me, grab him by the elbow and just like kind of hook onto it, and then as I get pulled up, kick him in the face.
Roll me 2d6. I'm gonna
that.
say that is some canny, because that's some quick thinkings.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
So yes, describe to me again what you do. You hook onto as he comes to you towards it with his Mayor Kane just comes and quickly tries to uppercut you.
You can't sneak up on Betty! I quickly turn around. His elbow's going up, passes my face. I grab onto his elbow. Whoosh! I get swung up into the air because he's pushing pretty hard, and I just double kick him right in the face, and I knock him over.
You successfully double kick him, and he lands on top of Johnny. And you hear Johnny's just like,
as
Mayor Kane kind of looks at Johnny and
They sound like a bunch of snakes.
back at him. Violet, you have Lasona, who is kind of staggering towards you. You see that she's actually picked up a poker from the fireplace and now comes with it piercing towards your face. What do you do?
I want to take my sword and just try to knock it down.
Roll me 2d6 plus a guts.
Sorry.
Oh, don't be smart. Okay, 6, 7, 8.
With an 8, as you try to knock Lasona's, as you try to knock the poker out of her hand, you suddenly, I guess you underestimated her strength. As although she appears to be an old woman, this power inside of her has given her strength that you could not have predicted. So you suddenly find yourself at a contest of strength against her. Your sword against her poker, as you feel your blade being pushed, as you continuously try to push back, as she kind of inches slowly closer and closer to you. Meanwhile, Sawyer is kind of standing, and Sawyer starts to slowly walk towards you, Hannah.
I don't do anything.
As he comes closer and closer.
Just let it happen.
I run up and grapple him from behind and turn him towards the fire, like to get the light towards his face.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts. I will actually say this, Braga. As you grab Sawyer, you look at Hannah. Hannah, you look at Braga, and you do feel a combo. What that combo is in your state, you get to decide.
I just let Braga do it.
I look at her and I go, "You have to try to save him, Hannah. That's all we can all do.
I already failed him.
We fail a lot. We try again.
And then we die.
Hasn't happened so far." And then I just turn him towards the fire since she's not helping me.
You turn him towards the fire, and you feel Sawyer start to struggle and squirm underneath your good arm. As you feel his he's a big, strong person. He's the captain of the guard for a reason. He is agile. He served as an assassin. As you feel all of his training, all of his strength, all of who Sawyer is, just writhing and trying to fight against you.
I'll take damage for this. I don't care even though it's a combo. I take my broken arm that's in the sling, and I wrap it around him so the sling is holding him. And then I pin him. So I'm basically just holding him from the fire, because my theory, and I can be wrong, but in character my theory is the fire's going to burn away the gray.
Before she can do that, I come up behind her and hold him. That's our combo.
Yeah, okay.
That's your combo. So you're kind of...
But I did that thing. I can't undo wrapping a sling around someone, but you can help me with
I know,
it.
but I want you to not do that, because I don't want you to get hurt. I think I know you're about to do that, and I stop and I hold him still.
Okay.
Thus, you don't take any damage.
Okay.
So now you have two people holding Sawyer. As you hear Sawyer just...
It's okay. It's okay.
We've seen the light stop
As
those
you
things in the
see
past.
these gray sludge tears almost come down his face as this fire just consumes his eyes, and you see the stones in his eyes begin to crack as you see these cracks go down his face.
It's working. It's working. This is so good. Everything's gonna be fine.
I'll try. We'll try.
Little baby, don't you cry.
Meanwhile, Violet, you are still in a contest with Lasona.
Where are we in relation to the fireplace?
You are where you are more kind of Lasona has her back towards the fire and is facing you, so you're facing the fire.
Okay, great.
At a contest of strengths.
Okay, great.
But we're also kind of blocking the fireplace a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. I want to just quickly. I'm holding her with we just have a little contest of strength. I just want to very quickly release my sword and duck so that she turns around.
So that she turns around and faces the
because
fire?
of the
the momentum.
The momentum, yeah.
Roll me 2d6. I'm going to say that this is with some quick thinking, so roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Okay. All right, great. Great. So that was a natural 12.
Do you need some water?
Bless you.
Oh, you have water, but
Emily was impressed by my roll.
Wow.
she got way choked
Roll
up.
as well. It made me swallow water poorly.
I didn't realize you drink water. I'm you need some water?
Yeah. I'm good. I got enough water. So that's a natural 12. So yes, because of your battle tactics, Violet, you are able to, just the exact moment where you need to release and duck to get all of her momentum to turn her around. As she suddenly swings around and she's kind of stumbling and facing the fire.
If I just really want to, I just want to hold her. I just want to. I'm like, I've knelt down, and I just want to get up and hold her. So
Just wanna hold her.
So she has to face it.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. So
There's rerolls.
are there?
There are 2 second chances.
Thank you, Sat.
Thank you.
chat.
Thank you very
Sat.
much.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you.
I was trying to say second chance and chat at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would do the same.
Oh my
Violet!
Ooh. Okay.
God.
A little bit
great.
better.
7, 8, 7, 8, 9. No. Just an 8.
So describe to me how first you failed and then you came out with a mixed success with holding Lasona towards the fire.
I just was trying to stand up really quickly. I got a little lightheaded from that rush, and I stumbled back. And then I came to grab her, but I couldn't really get I couldn't get all the way around her, so I'm just barely holding on to her shoulders.
You're just barely holding on to her. We have Braga and Hannah clutching onto Sawyer. We've got Mayor Kane on top of Mayor Kane has slowly risen from on top of Old Man Johnny. Old Man Johnny now, having had so many people fall on him and break his bones, both of his knees are broken from Mayor Kane landing on him.
Oh.
So Old Man Johnny
Johnny
is still alive, but he cannot pull himself up off the ground. He is just essentially pinned to the ground with his broken bones.
He's made of prone.
As Mayor Kane kind of starts to stumble towards you, Betty, what do you do?
I want to try to trip him into the fire.
Roll me 2d6
Savage
plus.
Heat of the moment.
Has to happen.
I'm
I'm gonna say canny.
Kenny, okay. The trip of a lifetime. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo!
Wonderful.
I trip him so hard.
You trip him so incredibly
He's
well.
tripping so hard, man.
Describe to me this trip.
He's
man.
moving towards me pretty quickly, and I just waiting for him because he's again big guy. I know how momentum and force and some kind of fantasy physics works, and I just
Like a keto of some
yeah. And then as he's running towards me, I run towards him, but I get low and I just swipe at his ankles, and he trips over me and just falls face first into the fire.
As Mayor Kane falls face first into the fire, you hear his face smack against the pieces of table that are on fire.
Okay.
And as he falls
It's
face
a literal head desk.
as he goes face forward into the fire and he breaks the table, he suddenly sends embers and pieces of fire and wood onto anyone who is near the fire and is facing it.
All right.
Sorry, everybody.
So Braga
Yeah.
and Hannah and Violet, as well as Lasona and Sawyer, you all feel fire suddenly hit your skin. Lasona and Sawyer seem somewhat unfazed by it. They are not messing with. They do not feel it as humans do. But as soon as you feel the fire, you immediately find yourselves letting go of Sawyer.
Can I roll a strength check to see if I let go? Because I feel like I would at least try to contest it.
Braga?
Mm-hmm.
Your baggage is triggered.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How
that's-
does that affect the situation?
So my baggage is like second guessing. I'm starting to worry. Okay, what happens is I worry like that the fire is not actually curing Sawyer, so I like start to pull him back right when the thing hits me, and that's when I let go of him by accident.
Braga!
Sorry, everybody. I was just trying to help.
You let go of Sawyer, and Sawyer starts to kind of clamber around. He's fighting around. Would you like to do a strength test to see if you can hold on to Lasona?
Uh-huh.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
That is an 8.
With an 8, I will say, Violet, you're able to kind of hold onto Lasona. You still feel the fire burning you. You're not able to kind of pull her out and avoid it. because the fire is hitting you, you're kind of releasing this grip on her, and you feel her almost pulling you towards the fire with her as you're in this kind of contest. Once again, another contest of strengths with Lasona, this time her almost daring you to go into the fire with her as you take... Remember that cut you had on your arm?
No.
That is the one that is facing the flames. Your entire arm catches on fire, and you take 6 points of damage as you feel the flesh start to melt off of your arm, and your arm gauntlet start to melt into your arm.
Can this make me so mad I just kick her forward? Can I let go and kick her forward?
I will say yes. Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
It's getting real, everybody. We're all pretty low in HP.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's a 7.
You do have 2 second chances.
It might as well. Might as well.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, second chances.
Give those viewers what they paid for.
Burn it. Oh, no.
Same thing.
It's the absolute
7.
same thing.
It's a 7.
Violet, as you kick Lasona into the fire, in the last moment, she grabs your burned arm and pulls you in. Braga, you see this happen. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, I completely forget about Sawyer at this point, and I just go to scoop up. And I don't care about my own injuries at this point, so I try to use my sling to help pull her out.
I will say you do. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
you
God.
do pull. I will say you successfully pull Violet out. You do take damage, though.
Yeah,
I
of
just
course I do.
rolled. You took 5 points of damage.
Yeah, of course I did.
As
Yeah.
you feel you too, everyone's got arm injuries in this one. As you start to feel,
My God.
as you feel the sling
Catch on fire?
catch on fire.
Yeah.
But as Braga, you pull Violet out, and
Yeah.
the two of you are on the ground. Lasona and Mayor Kane are burning in the fireplace. Hannah, you see Braga and Violet on the ground, and you start to kind of go towards them. And then Sawyer starts to charge at you with his sword, fully drawn. Betty, what do you do?
I run in front of Hannah to protect her. And I try to make his not cut me also.
Before she does, I whip around and give my back to the sword.
Hot
and
dog,
follow.
can't do that.
Can't I? That could be supporting her roll. Oh, God.
I'm afraid not. As Sawyer comes charging towards Hannah. Hannah, your back is completely to Sawyer as you face Violet and Braga on the ground. As you start to lean over and try to call out to Dee, desperately needing some kind of healer, some kind of assistance of any kind. As Sawyer's blade comes close to your back, Betty, as you rush towards Hannah, your baggage is triggered.
Oh, cool.
As you believe in the innocence of Sawyer, hoping that as his blade comes close to you, as his blade continues to soar towards Hannah, that perhaps the human side of him, the part of him that is still alive, will stop it.
I stand in front of Hannah. I see it coming. And I just look him in the eyes, what's left of his eyes, and I say, Sawyer, you're better than this. You can beat this. Hannah is waiting for you. You can do this.
And I slow-mo turn around as I see this happening.
As you slow-mo turn around, and Betty, you on your last sentence, you say, you can stop before you can say the end of this. Hannah, right in front of you, you see a sword. You see the end of Sawyer's sword facing you, and Betty in the middle of it.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
I grab her and lift her off the sword.
Sawyer is still holding on to the sword.
Okay, I might have done a bad seize there.
Sawyer releases the sword
Okay.
and almost just slowly walks back and just stands there and watches.
See, Hannah, Sawyer, he's there. He's in there. You can still save him.
I don't care.
Hi, you got your guy. You finally got your guy.
No, I don't.
It's okay.
It's so stupid. I'm so stupid. You're fine. You're fine.
It's gonna be totally fine.
You're totally fine.
Probably not though.
Are you going to pull the sword out of her?
Do we know that that's bad?
In this reality.
Yeah.
You notice that Betty's wound It unfortunately is very similar to the wounds you saw in Stridus, the same wound that afflicted Violet. The wound is growing larger and larger, and it is not stopping.
With the little bit of strength that I have, I'm on instinct now. I swoop her up, and I'm like fuck this with the rest of the room, and I like go running out of the building with her in my arms, and I go running for D because I forget that D can't heal her. And I go
one arm.
With one arm, I don't care. I'll take whatever damage. I run her outside, and I just start screaming, D! D!
Violet and Hannah, what do you do?
I want to crawl towards Hannah. I hope I can get up and walk. I'll also do that like a normal human being. I'm also happy to do that. I want to go to Hannah.
Kill me! Kill me!
Sawyer just stands there.
Kill me! If you want to kill one of us, do it now! Do it again! You have a chance! I'm right here! How fucking dare you!
You see him turn as he moves towards the glass window and just falls out.
I just want to hold.
I definitely
Hannah.
am about to jump out.
I just want to hold Hannah, and I just want to drag her out of the room.
D, you have to tap back in. Do you have to make this fit?
Oh my gosh! As Greg almost kind of like steps back, and you see the cigarette fall out of his mouth as he starts to go white as a sheet. Oh my gosh! No, how did this happen? Betty! Oh, Betty, are you still Betty? Just keep talking to us. Keep talking to us.
Hey, you're not totally fine. I look at my chest and the wound is growing. Okay. So I think we know what this means, and this is not great because of the prophecy and all that stuff, but you know.
Fuck the prophecy.
Yeah, that's right. We're the rat queens. Fuck the prophecy. You guys can still do this without me.
No. No.
I don't want to do it without you.
Let me at least try, please, D. Come on, D. Come on. As D puts her hands on you, and you just see her start to cry as she just keeps her hand on your stomach as she sees the wound and the blood just keeps spreading underneath her hands. Her hands no longer glowing, no magic going through her fingers as she keeps focusing and centering, thinking of when you saved Palisade from Narigoth, when you went back in time, all the times at the bar that you shared laughs, the first time you actually all joined up together and made your first boon. The first time you got kicked out of Palisade. The first time you were invited back to Palisade. The second time you were kicked out of Palisade. And so on.
Be more specific.
As D just continues to hold Betty, just whispering, just take my life first. Please.
Take mine.
Let me do this, please.
It's okay. I think this was supposed to happen.
No, it's not supposed to happen, Betty. Don't say that. You're not supposed... No, none of this is supposed to happen. We're supposed to win. All 5 of us are supposed to be okay. We're the Rat Queens.
You all are gonna win. And, you know, in that labyrinth that I had that vision of someone telling me that we were all gonna be separated. And I knew we wouldn't. I knew you guys would never leave me. But I didn't realize it was because I would be the one leaving you first.
You're not gonna leave us.
I'm sorry. You all have to keep fighting. You can't give up.
No, Betty, you don't understand. We need you. You're not supposed to die. No, where's my time turner? As Dee searches as she pulls off her hand, and you see Betty's just blood all over Dee's hand as she starts to search her body in person for this necklace that Krona gave them.
You already used it.
And it's no longer there. No, please, Krona, please. If someone's listening, please. I'll believe in you, just please!
It's okay, Dee. Grab her hand. Someone had to go first. You guys can do this without me. You have to promise you'll keep fighting. Don't give up. Don't let Hannah wander away. Stay together. You're gonna stay together forever.
Betty, you slowly start to feel almost this this soft darkness cloud around the rat queens as this darkness goes closer and closer until you just see their faces together. As with that sword, you took 18 points of damage.
Goodbye.
You are at 0 hit points, Betty. You have died. Hannah and Violet, you kneel on the stone floor. Braga, Betty lies dead in your arms. As Dee sits there, she takes her hands into fists and she pounds them into the ground, and you start to see Dee's knuckles go bloody. What do we do?
Keep our promise to her.
How? I don't know if we can stop this. We don't know if we can stop this. And this thing just stopped us.
No, it just really pissed us the fuck off.
We have to keep trying.
She told us to promise. I'm not gonna let her down.
Hannah, don't talk to me. Okay. We make a vow right here that no matter what this is, we are going to stop the hell out of it. And we're not going to let this happen to her and not let Betty die in vain.
This happens to no one else on our watch.
This is bigger than us. This is bigger than all of us. And if there is one rat queen left standing, we will defeat it. We will. We will defeat it.
Dee puts her hand on your shoulder. As Dee's left hand goes to your arm, Hannah.
I want to grab Hannah, so we're just in a circle.
I have my head against Betty's head, and I'm just like, my one eye is just sobbing. We're gonna make you so proud, Pinecone. We're gonna make you so proud.
I can't believe this is real.
Well, they just made this personal. And we are going to stop this thing, and I don't care how. I don't care if the world ends, I will not let Betty die in vain.
If the world ends, I'll fight this thing in hell.
We're the fucking rat queens.
We're the fucking rat
We're the
queens.
fucking rat queens.
Hannah, listen. Listen to me. I know this feels... I know what happened up there. And I know you lost 2 very important people today.
I'm so mean to her.
She loved you. And you loved her. And that's the end of it.
I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. Whatever that thing wants is for us to feel broken by this. This thing wants us to feel defeated. If Betty were here, she'd be yelling at us to get our stuff together.
Yes.
If it were any one of us, she would be the first person to say that we were going to go after that because we're a family.
She's our heart, and this doesn't stop that.
This doesn't stop it one bit. As we start to pan away, we see Hannah, Dee, Violet, and Braga surrounding Betty's corpse, closely holding each other, crying, and swearing vengeance on that did this. And just outside the gates of Palisade, a young smidgen arrives, holding a golden ring, finally arriving, prepared to follow through his part of the prophecy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is where we will end tonight's episode of the Rat Queens RPG. As next week, we start to enter the finale, the 3-part finale of the Rat Queens RPG. How will our queens survive without Betty? Will the prophecy be able to be fulfilled without the friend, a key member of their party? You will just have to wait and find out. Thank you all so much for joining us on this especially emotional journey. It has been wonderful exploring this story with you all, and I'm very thankful that we could all be here for this. On Hyper RPG, there are a number of shows throughout the week. On Thursdays, you can catch Grimdark Dawn. On Fridays, we have Troll Hunters. On Mondays, it's Kolok 1991. Next Tuesday is the final episode of Bloodcurdling Tales in Time. And then be sure to join us Wednesday, right here at 7 p.m., as we begin part 1 of the finale of the Rat Queens RPG. If you want to follow any of these amazing performers at this table, all these amazing women, be sure to follow them on social media. Their links are in the chat below. Thank you all so much for joining us, and I will leave you with this. Remember, it is always darkest before a rat-ass dawn. Thank you all, and keep adventuring, my queens.